Yeah, the drama's back again. Everybody got secrets hiding deep within. Grandma and Chris got the whole town talking loud. One kiss, one lie, now the wall's coming down. Every twist got us losing our minds. Every episode crossing every line. We're breaking down the fights, the tears, the shade. Who's telling truth and who just getting played? Welcome to Behind the Gates, where the love and the scandal never wait. Behind the gates, yeah, behind the gates. Every heart's a rumor in the flames. Oh, welcome to Behind the Gates, where the truth comes out when the night is late. Ooh, behind the gates. Let's talk about it. Grab your wine, come and sit with us tonight. Everybody smiling, but it cuts like a knife. Truth in the hallway, lies in the hall. One wrong word and it all gets loud. This guy's losing our mind. Every episode, crossing every line. We breaking down the fights, the tears, the shade. Who's telling truth and who just getting played? Behind the gates, where the love and the scandal never wait. Behind the gates, yeah, behind the gates. Every heart's a rumor in the flames. Oh, welcome to Behind the Gates, where the truth comes out when the night is late. Ooh, behind the gates. Let's talk about it. When the door shuts, everybody knows. The pretty little secrets start to show, and the whole town leans in close, waiting on the one thing nobody shows.
Every Friday night. No cooking necessary, no assembly required.
Welcome to Behind the Gates, everyone, where we talk about all things beyond the gates. I am one of your hosts, Ursula, and I'm joined by Keisha, Donald, and Angela. Say hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all go ahead and put in the comments where you're watching us from. And let's talk about this week. Hold on. I really don't like how this is looking. Hold on. Here we go. What did y'all think of this week's show?
It was actually pretty good today.
Did you think so?
Yeah, I
What you said today. Okay.
I was underwhelmed as a whole for the week, but today was they redeemed themselves a little bit today.
Yeah, it's kind of hello, Carol from Louisiana. Welcome. It's kind of like they took off up to the top of the roller coaster and they sat there all week. It's like they you know how you just ride the setup to it. It just kind of was there all week. You banked a couple of turns or whatever, and a couple jerks, and then finally we went down the hill today. So that's where I'm at. Let's go ahead and get started. Look, Heather and Andre, let's talk about their first meeting. Let's just go there. Y'all give me some grace tonight. For some reason, the mouse on my laptop wants to act a fool. So
got a mind of its own.
It's got a mind of its own. Like I did not even put that in there just now, and it just decided to pick what it wanted to pick.
It wants to talk about Bill.
Yeah. Andre and Heather. First of all, we established last week he was wrong to even go there. But she said get here. He know who he dealing with, so he had to go. But he was wrong for being there.
He was wrong for being there. He was wrong for staying once he saw who it was. He was wrong.
It was a whole many levels. But she kind of said, hey, you know how we were. We kept it spicy when we was together, Andre. kind of gave us a little bit of glimpse into what their world was like on the other side.
And I think it felt pretty much on brand in terms of how Andre has always said that after his parents died, he was more of I don't say a rebel, but he was more
Free
on the
spirit.
free spirit on the edgy side. So him being with Heather, I can somewhat make sense in terms of him being together or those two ever being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Andre's definitely gonna fold.
You think?
He'll fold.
Let's keep going. So one way that I could give him a pass, well, not even a pass, but I understand, was this scene right here when he met up with her in the fashion house. Like we said, that had to be the way they found each other when she was with old girl, when she funded her line. He's the photographer. She met him. They hooked up. No idea what he got himself into. Now you talking to this guy, and he's like, "Oh no, get out! You don't want to know no more. Whatever you saw is sketch. That's nothing compared to what she really do, and you need to go." And so I'm thinking, being that they're showing this is an airport, I think this is when Andre came on back to the DMV at this point.
I mean, it looked like the same airport where him and Danny were.
Well,
Yeah.
it does.
I just want to say the same thing.
It does,
Things that
but
make
Looked
you go,
like the same table and everything.
Yep.
Things that make you go,
Same picture in the background.
I think some airports in Beyond the Gates world look alike.
Mm.
But
Interesting.
I think that this is when he made his way to the DMV after he got this little tidbit of information and decided that I think it's time for me to let that part go. And he just backed on up. But it seems as though, from the way Heather's doing it, they might have had a loving relationship.
I can see that there could have been a loving relationship between the two. It's one of those things where it's not really strings. It's not really a commitment, but you understand that both of you really aren't looking for anything. If that makes sense. That's the way that him and Heather sound like.
That was her boo thing.
Well, obviously, he put it down enough to make her cross the pond.
Well, listen, if it's one thing we know, is that Andre put it down.
He can flip it.
My
You
God.
know how
If
to
it's
flip
one
it.
thing he can do, he can put it down.
He flipped her, and that was it. Sometimes
So
you
y'all
put it
think
down
she
too
just
good.
she was just over there on the pond fiending for Andre and said, "You know what? I can't take it no more. Now that I know where this ninja at, now I know where to go."
Go get
Lord
some
have
more of that.
mercy.
I need my flip again.
Oh Lord, that's Danny's flip. Leave her flip alone.
But this is the part here, and we've been saying it all along, and it's just something about, and that's not what I want. It is something about the Richardson men.
Weak.
And the Richardson men don't know how to be forthcoming in what is happening. And it always comes back to bite them. He should have learned from his Uncle Ted that the past never stays the past, that somehow it weasels itself to the present. No matter what you think, the past always revisits.
And his uncle told him just that.
But I think Andre just didn't think, or he thought that maybe if he wished hard enough or dreamed hard enough, that it would, somehow go away.
But see, this is the thing, the difference between Andre and Ted. Andre never was unfaithful to Danny. Never, ever. And Ted was unfaithful to Nicole. So with Ted, so with Andre, he shouldn't have to feel like he has to keep a secret from Danny. Danny's been understanding enough up until this point to say, "Hey, you have a past, just like I have a past."
Exactly. There's no
It
reason.
shouldn't-
But why he's hiding, I don't know either. It's an ex-girlfriend before we got married. I've been with you by your side the whole time.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, we really are having technical difficulties tonight, but it's okay. We're gonna work this out. But here's the problem. We've been saying it all along. Andre. Now, Danny was wrong, and we know this. She was dead wrong. But what Danny did not put Andre's life in danger.
Mm-hmm.
What Andre is doing now is putting his and Danny's life in danger because you know who you are dealing with.
Yep.
And if you didn't before, you know now.
His
What-
face was like, "What the hell?"
I know.
What the hello?
He was
Are
like,
you
oh.
really?
But see,
He
this
said,
is the thing.
"Oh, snippity
This
snip
is-
snip."
But see, this is the face of a man who looks. This looks like the face of a man who did something wrong. Andre has yet to state or prove what he did wrong.
Wrong.
So that's
He
where at
did
least
wrong
That
for
face
not
says,
warning
"I'm
Danny.
screwed."
okay, and it's one of
Listen.
those where that would be like Vanessa keeping Joey a secret from the family, in a sense. Or yeah, Vanessa keeping Joey a secret from the family because he's Joey Armstrong. Like Andre keeping Heather a secret from Danny because she's Heather or the Impaler. Whether or not he knows that or not, if that's the case, then I can somewhat see it.
Okay, let's dissect this thing. You know that you left Heather because you found out she was crazy, deranged, and dangerous. That's the
Yeah.
reason you got on the plane.
Right.
You also realized this crazy, deranged, dangerous person knows where I live and who I'm married to because she sent a bottle of wine, which was a clear message, and a note that said, I hope you get everything you deserve. That wasn't a well wish. That was a bless your heart.
That was the threat.
That was, yeah. So
A warning.
now she's played peekaboo with you. I'm singing you. I'm calling you from an unknown number. I'm playing cat and mouse. Now get here to this room right now. Now you come, and now she drops the bomb on you and says, I'm Joey's sister. So now you know she double dirty because you already know Joey got his hands in some mess. And now you know she's his sister. So she equally as dangerous, if not more so. But you already know now there's danger here. So at that point, when you found out, okay, you could have said for sure, I didn't know who was sending me. I had an inkling, but now I know for sure who this is.
Right.
It's my point. Now, instead of me going to Uptown to drink my sorrows away, I need to be at Danny. Listen, you remember how I said to you before about my past and how I did some things? Yeah, I remember, and I told you I wouldn't hold none of that against you. Okay, bet. I need to tell you something before it gets even further.
Okay, bet.
This is what had happened,
Yeah.
and this is what is going on right now. And I found out today, yes, I did go see her because I wanted to make sure this was the crazy one. And I should have took you with me, but I figured if she's as dangerous as I remember, I wanted to see what I could do. But now that I can't, it's Joey's sister. Oh, I just met her. What? Okay, boom. Get the flight.
Yep.
We need to get up out of here like yesterday
Mm-hmm.
until with this blow over.
Right.
That's all Andre had to do. Danny would have said, oh, but I thought she was lovely. Trust me, she ain't lovely. She ain't cute.
She's dangerous.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Crazy
And we need to
as
get
hell.
out of town.
She's
And
crazier than
say,
Leslie.
Right. And he goes,
Yeah.
Danny would say, well, let me talk to my daddy. Let me talk to Vernon. And then Vernon gonna Watusi himself over to
Jill.
not to Bill, to Joey. To Joey.
Yeah.
He's already to call
Tell him to
Joey
wrangle
one
in his
time
sister.
and
Mhm.
say, your sister's here. You need to put a leash on her because she's threatening my daughter's marriage and her husband. Now, Joey messy. He gonna tell Vernon, I don't know what you're talking about, but then he gonna have them looking at her even more to
Mhm.
figure this out. That's all Andre had to do. We see it. Y'all see it. Why Andre can't see it?
Very
Andre,
simple.
look at Andre's face. Andre said, I'm dead. Look at me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
But
the
I'm-
on-screen
yep.
look.
I am going down,
Oh my
down.
gosh, yeah, that is a screwed look. Yeah, like oh crap.
For some reason, my computer wants to double click everything. So it's clicking all over the place whenever I want to do. My mouse is just trying to fail me. But anyway, it's going to be all right. So not only this, now this is enough because she has showed you I'm bold enough to walk up on your spot, sit and talk to your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Bold, they look you dead in your face and grin, knowing what I know. And
That's
what
a
does
dangerous
Andre?
hoe.
I'm showing you.
That's a
I'm
dangerous hoe.
showing you
Keisha.
how crazy I am.
Hey, I calls them like I see them. That's a dangerous hoe right there. If
She
you are
said-
bold enough to go in his woman's face and smile and grin and befriend her,
And Kiki, yeah,
that hoe
yeah.
is dangerous.
Dangerous, worse than Michael Jackson. Michael told you.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Dangerous. But
That's
what does
dirty
Andre do? What does he do?
Is
Instead of go home with Danny,
he watch who sees himself on over
he
to the
watches
hotel.
himself back over there.
Watusi, yep.
This man will
looking like somebody need to change his diaper. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't need his pants.
This man will fold. And I'm
Mm.
telling you this.
But he
will
don't
fold.
act like he want her though. He don't act
No,
like
he
he
won't.
want her. He just act like he's scared of her.
Oh no. This man will fold. I'm telling you, this
He's
man
He's not
will
giving
fold.
across any sort
That's
of
gonna be
like,
good
there's
soap.
not even
It's gonna
a
be
little
good
bit of an
soap. He's gonna
attraction.
fold. Yeah, I agree with Donald. I think he's
I
gonna
think
fall.
he's gonna fold just to protect her, but he's not giving off to me that he wants Heather.
So the thing is that between Andre and Danny is that Andre will fold in protection of Danny. I can see that.
Yeah.
He will just say, okay, if I sleep with you, will you leave her alone? She'll tell him, yeah, but she'll sit there and come back and say, no, I'm not done yet. But Danny cheated because she was selfish.
Yeah. I
And
agree
it's gonna
with
come out that Andre slept with Heather, and then Danny's gonna act the victim, and somehow it's gonna come out that her and Bill slept together, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
That's all right, because
Mhm.
me and Ursula discussed it yesterday, and we holding on to hope because Sean told us it was gonna be rocky and it was gonna be good in the end. And Sean posted this week on his social media. He said that yes, he knows that we are crucifying him because you did wrong. You should have told your wife, but I ain't gonna go there right now. But he said, but don't worry, it's Danny and Andre forever. So that gives me some hope that we're gonna make it.
Okay.
We're
Well,
gonna make it.
she said, you know what I want, and you better give it to me if you want me to leave her alone.
Because
Do y'all think she talking about the thing? The magic
I think she's talking about that
That's what I'm
thing.
thinking.
listen,
Yeah.
do you not see?
Is it that or is it something else?
Or did
Because
she
the
want him
way
to
she
run a
grabbed his
deal?
chest
If
and the
that
way
magic,
he was
if that magic, that's crazy.
She grabbed him from the back and she said, don't make me wait too long. You know what I want. I want that thing. You know what
And
I
did you
want.
see? And did you see the look of ecstasy in his eyes as her grabbed his chest?
I did
I'm
not.
telling
I
you,
saw
as
the
a
look of
man, this
fear.
man will fold, and it's going to be under the guise of protecting his wife. But he want to do it. I'm telling you.
He looked scared to me.
You think so, Donald? You think he really? It's like the thrill of the chase is back. That when
I'm
he
with
was
you,
missing-
Donald.
Yes.
It's like a pleasure pain thing or a scared.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I wonder if
yeah.
she's like a dominatrix.
Yeah. See,
Oh, she gonna have our boy barking with a red ball in his mouth.
I mean, it wouldn't
That's
surprise
what I'm
me if
saying.
Andre was into that kind of thing.
Oh,
I can see him into some kinky stuff.
Oh my
she
God.
gonna have him walking around the room on a dog leash.
Oh gosh. Y'all so special.
Let's
Who
talk
said
about
that? Who was that?
So let's talk about this though. Let's look at Andre because they call themselves making up, him and Danny. This is what they do best.
Oh God.
I really didn't appreciate all that JJ Evans kissing they was doing though this week.
I sure
All
was.
that hard purse lip kissing like you about to tear each other's mouth off. I was like, that ain't sexy. It
Why
wasn't
is that
sexy.
JJ Evans kissing? Why?
'Cause that's
Why is that
how
the way
J-
you describe it?
Because that's how JJ Evans used to kiss his little people when he was kissing somebody.
Oh gosh.
Leave my Danny and Andre alone.
It was given Prince under the cherry moon kissing.
Well,
But
maybe
we
somebody
not
had onions for lunch or breakfast or
I don't
something.
know. It was just not it for me. I was like, come on, y'all.
Ew.
But this is how Andre solves his problems. And Donald, for the record, he said it August 21st at 9:21 p.m. Eastern time. Well, a little bit before that, Andre was gonna fall. So that's what he has said.
I got faith in you, Sean. Don't let me down.
I love you, Sean, but I think you're falling too.
I think if he fall, their marriage is over because Andre is crumbling right now under this little bit of pressure. Can you imagine the weight of the guilt of him actually sleeping with her?
Mm-hmm.
He
I
gonna
don't
be
think
in
the
the
marriage gonna be
chokehold.
over.
He gonna be in a chokehold just like she was after the tornado. Remember how he was like, "Baby, what's wrong with you?" She gonna be like, "Baby, what's wrong
Oh
with you?"
yeah,
It's
the
gonna
guilt gonna eat him the hell up.
it's gonna fry him from the inside out. He is bologna, a hot fried bologna sandwich if he give it to him. He is fried. And I don't want to see
hot bologna sandwich.
He is a hot bologna sandwich. He is
Stay
fried.
strong, Andre.
Oh my
Just say
God.
no. Just say no.
Well, he gon' well, he ain't gonna say anything, but he gonna be in somebody's bed and it's gonna be Heather's.
I pray that
Yeah.
you are wrong. I pray that you are wrong. But speaking of, just say no.
Come on, Mouse. You can do it. There you go.
We're loading.
They
These
just
two
know.
pissed me off so bad.
Yes, they
She's
did.
stupid. She is. I've never in my life wanted somebody to get caught so bad in my life
Mhm.
because she's dumb.
In the hospital of all places, you trying to ride this man into the heavenly gates.
Into the,
Now,
It's
in
not
the
riding
house,
into the heavenly gates. That's just diabolical.
Like for real, the blasphemy is the blasphemy for me.
I mean, that's what she's trying to do.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
But even
What you
then,
want me-
like
what
I
you
don't know which
What you want me to say?
gates
She trying to ride him in the hell's front doorstep? Is that better?
I mean,
That's what she.
I
I don't know which gates they going.
I don't know.
it's up in the air in terms of whether or not he gonna be in Abraham's bosom or in the mustiest pits of the devil. But
Exactly.
All we know is he gonna end up in a gate.
He gonna end up with
Somebody's
He's gonna
gate.
end up beyond the gates.
Exactly.
let's
He gonna
just hope
end
the
up
gate
with
code ain't 666. That's all we got.
Somebody gonna be a welcome bill sign is gonna be somewhere.
Mm.
But see, even then, most unless I'm crazy, most hospitals are against sexual intercourse in the hospital room.
Especially for a
yeah.
cardiac patient.
Okay, so now let's go back. So I was in another group this week, and they were saying, "Have you ever laid in a hospital bed with your spouse?" And so I answered. I got like 200 likes to my post, but my post was, "Yes, I have," because when my husband was in there, we had never at this point spent a night away from each other since we got married. So we really don't know how to navigate that. It's like the sleep is all off.
Mm-hmm.
So he spent that one night and he could not sleep. And they were like, "Listen, we're doing whatever for your heart. We need testing. You need to rest. You need to relax." And his whole thing was, "I can't because my wife is not here." And they were like, "Yeah, but she can't. Well, I need her. If y'all want me to get better, I need her here." So they said, "Well, let's talk to the charge nurse." So the charge nurse came. He begged them. He charmed them. You know how he is. He charmed the charge nurse. Everybody, they said, "Okay, fine. You can spend the night." He was like, "Baby, pack your bag. You can come." So I went to the hospital. I got in bed with him. He laid there and he slept. I mean, slept like a baby. All of his tests was good. They was like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Yeah, now I'm good." And so, but no, we wasn't in there trying to do no extracurriculars, but I was there. So, and it wasn't a problem. But these two here. But now, with that being said, Was Shanice and Ashley doing too much?
Well, first of all, are they not supposed to knock before they enter the room? What if he was in there changing
That is
clothes?
true.
They are
They're supposed to knock.
You are
They are supposed to
before
knock.
you enter the room. Yeah. But yes, you still don't want to be having sex, but it's still it's still
And
your
they
room.
really don't wait for you to come. They do knock, but they don't wait for you to answer.
Nah, yeah, they give you a
They give you a we here.
courtesy.
come in.
Right.
So
But
at least for
still.
me, I personally don't think that Ashley and Shanice were doing extra this week. At
No,
least to me.
I don't. That's what they're supposed to do. He's a
Yeah.
cardiac patient. He's not supposed to be. Yeah.
I guess I think that their delivery was
No.
off-putting because if that had not been Bill and Haley, would they have spoke to Janice and Tyrone the same way?
Now that I agree with.
Yeah,
I think they would.
I think they would have.
I think that you can get your point across in what you're saying without all of the tood and the baiting and the escalation that it was. I think because
I
it was
agree with
Haley.
that.
I work
I
with
think
nurses
it's
all
because
week.
it
They
was
got
per- it was a
attitude because
personal
the people
interaction.
act up.
I would
I
say
understand, but I think it was extra spicy because it was Haley.
okay. So this is the thing that I'm with Angela on. Just like Bill may have to deal with a hostile witness in a cross examination, nurses sometimes have to deal with hostile patients,
Yep.
and then sometimes you will
Yep.
have patients that are cooperative and say, "Okay, cool, I got you," and you can talk to them nicely and they'll understand. Bill
Other
has
times,
repeatedly shown that he is a hostile patient.
yes,
And
he
he
And
ain't
is.
his
gonna
wife
listen to
and his
you.
wife got a slick mouth.
Yep.
So it's one of those deals like in terms of Bill and or Haley, they've already shown that they are going to be a problem whenever they are admitted into Garland or they're in visiting each other for Garland. So I think that Ashley and Shanice handled these specific patients in the way that they would have gotten the point across.
Right.
It was like, okay. And even Shanice gave Bill and Haley a warning. Hey, yo, you all can't be doing this in this hospital. It's against policy. Bill said, okay, whatever. It's my wife. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. It's my wife. I don't feel like I want to bump with my
All
wife.
Bill care about is trying to keep her out of Randy's bed.
And so
I don't think he's there yet with that. I think he
do.
was just
I
he
think
wants to do what he wants
I
to
think
do.
when Vernon came through, that made him start to wonder, well, dang, is she messing around?
So even with that, when Ashley came in and she actually saw them, well, in terms of soap, because you can't really do much in daytime TV, but you see them getting it on to the point to where it's like, oh no, we've already warned you once. Now it's either leave the hospital for the remainder of the day or get banned. Your pick.
And he just wants to do what he wants to do.
And that's the
And
way
if they
Bill
let
has
him do
always
it, he
been.
will be dead by tomorrow. So that's why
Bill
she's trying to get him home.
Because Bill thinks that he is above everything else.
Everything.
He thinks the law does not apply to him. He applies the law to everyone else.
But I think it's mainly because just like the whole him agreeing to go on the trip, he's paranoid now about whether or not she's messing around. So he's trying to keep her interest any way he can.
I agree with that. I am not. I think that is a very plausible explanation. But it's also one of those things where I still don't think that Ashley and Shanice were wrong in their delivery or approach.
I don't think they were wrong at all. And I've seen how patients treat. No, they did. They were nice. They were stern, but they were nice.
Right. And in their defense, she did pop off at the mouth to them. So they responded to the energy they gave her.
Okay, she did, but because I said it's because of the relationship that they had with Haley. I don't think they would have spoken to Janice and Tyrone this way.
No, I think they would have.
Because I know if a nurse would have came talking to me like that, we would have had a problem. Now, granted, I wouldn't be trying to have right. I wouldn't. Granted, I wasn't trying to kill my husband by having sex with him. Because I'm sorry, Haley. Nothing about Bill laying in that hospital bed is sexy right now. So you really doing it for the agenda that you have, and that is riding him to the gate, whichever one that is. You try to usher him to the gate.
and even that, oh my God. And even with that, Bill's pacemaker was going off. So
everything was going off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Ashley had to make a decision because the second that she got into the room, the factor that was making her patient's heart pacer go off is because of her. So it's like, look,
he has to eliminate the problem.
Mm-hmm.
How did they not hear the thing going off?
Oh, they heard it. That's why she kept doing it faster and faster. She said, "Oh, I almost got it." That thing. She heard it. That was saying, "Go, speed racer, go, speed racer, go."
Right, saying like, well, when you're in the throes of passion, you really don't hear anything. Girl, bye.
Yeah,
she heard it.
That thing is loud. It is so annoying and loud. There's no way they did not hear that. She just kept going.
It's going. Oh,
Ursula.
He did say something. He was like, wait, because
we don't need
to trying to get her to stop. He was like, wait, Haley, wait. No, I'm almost there.
That's yeah, she's like, oh yeah, that thing is bigger. She's waiting to hit a flat line. She's waiting for it to go.
Yeah.
That's what she was waiting for.
Like, wait. He was like, wait a minute.
She was like, I got him. Let me keep going. I got him. It's going to flatline any second. That's what that was.
God, please don't start bouncing again.
That's exactly what she was doing.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But she came off from under there fully clothed. So what y'all think she was doing?
I mean,
well, that dress zips in the back or whatever.
She was all the way under them covers, so I know what she was doing.
Child.
She was trying to unalive our.
It ain't quite 10 o'clock just yet.
I'm about to say it.
But in the words of TD Jakes, have you ever been swallowed?
Oh Lord! Now see. Talk about me. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You did
Haley
not
tried to usher Bill
to
the other side. She tried to usher him to the other side. And she got mad when she got busted. She full of attitude, talking about suing the hospital, all this foolishness. And they said, nah, you got to go. But all the other times Bill was in the hospital, this was not Haley's thing. But now that she know that she close, like she told Randy today, I'm close. I'm going to deliver the fatal mega dose, and it's done because I'm there.
But it's also one of those things where if she's now switching up the narrative, like you said, saying like, oh, she's getting closer now, so now she's going to be more proactive. It's like, well, just let him do what he wants. You're not doing anything in terms of trying to keep him from doing what he wants. Naomi and Chelsea, now granted, they don't have any medical rights to their father because it's always going to be the next of kin, and the wife is always going to be considered the next of kin. But
no,
Chelsea and Naomi, they need to. What do you think they're going to do if they keep catching wind that Haley is proactively trying to, one, get their father to work, and then two, they see that she's still trying to get him to go out of the country?
Because she definitely trying. Well, Randy is trying to get her to get him to.
I love you.
What?
Y'all don't want me to do it again this week. She got him going crazy for that poo. Nah.
Oh.
You know I'm always here for the foolishness.
It is not 10 o'clock.
Yep. You still got 30-something minutes.
I was just reading the comments. That's all.
Yep, said Curtis, you started something. See, Curtis.
I was just reading the comments.
Now, Randy, aka Sammy, aka I don't know how to tell somebody. I'm a terrible employee.
He was about as discreet as Jacob when he was undercover.
Yeah, really.
Because
I'm pulling that hat down. Like what?
Because my deal is, I'm mad that Joey don't have anyone tagging Randy. Because it's one of those deals where his deals, I want to know what is my sister doing at all times. And he put you on it. And you steadily dropping everything because Haley says, I'm busy. Well, make yourself unbusy. I can't.
Just for us to talk. You gotta wait.
But what happened to the other guy? Okay, boss. I'm on it, boss. I'm gonna be it, boss.
Well, they
Over
supposed
KB.
to be tagging off. He can't be with a 24/7. They got to take turns.
I understand, but in the places where Randy can be recognized, that's when this dude need to be there. There's no reason for Randy to be telling Heather at Orphe Jeans. This other dude's supposed to be at Orphe Jeans. Because I'm surprised Danny didn't say nothing with him sitting up there in the corner. If she noticed or not, maybe Heather got her attention enough, but she didn't notice him sitting up in there. Because the black hat and the glasses is not a describe. So the other dude,
because that's Jacob's hat.
You know what?
It is.
That is Jacob's hat.
The other dude is supposed to be in the obvious places.
Yeah.
But then you just leave and you're gonna tell him, okay, cover me. Well, where was he at to cover you? Was he outside in the car, or did he got to come from wherever he was to pick up that? Because you left right away. You didn't give the man time to say, I'm here, I got eyes on her, now you can leave.
Well, she had walked out, so he may have followed her.
Because I'm like, nobody has, never mind.
She had walked out when Randy left. So Randy may have followed her until old boy came out. It's possible.
Curtis said he thought Mona was going to walk in. I thought that for a minute and just blow his cover.
But this was my thing, and correct me if I'm wrong. Joey going in on old boy when he said, I stayed in the lobby, she was in the room. What else? He talking about that's not good enough. I'm like, what did you want him to do? He can't get into the room.
Be in the room behind the flower pot, basically.
Because he'd be in the hallway. Yeah, behind the flower.
Now, in my professional appearance as a television watcher, the smarter thing to do would have been to book the room across the hall so you can see the comings and the goings.
Yeah.
But how are you going to see the comings and the going without your big head hanging out the door?
Peephole.
You can see out the peephole straight across the room.
Yeah, the peephole.
No, what they should have done is Joey got people, like you said, he know what room she in. Put a bug and some cameras up in there. She ain't sweeping. She not sweeping the room. She just in there. So you would have been you could have been exactly in the room across the way, just like they did when they were stalking Olivia before she got kidnapped on Scandal. Had the whole surveillance set up in the next room where you can watch what's going on and recording what's happening.
Dang, I want to watch Scandal again now.
Fine, I'm watching for the upteenth time. Thank you, Ursula.
Oh, sorry, I'm about to start it again.
I can't because I just started Heroes this week. Rest in peace, Hayden.
Oh, I know. I was watching it when she passed. I was on. I think I'm still season 1, but I'm like down there like 9 or something.
Save the cheerleader, save the world. 12. I love Heroes.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I was a 4400 girl. I never watched Heroes, so this is my first.
I didn't.
Oh, this your first time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you in for it?
Yeah, I watched all the Heroes.
I loved Heroes. That was me and Chris Lowe's show.
And when I turned it on, I was like, "Oh my god, all of them look so young."
Yeah,
like Milo looks like a baby.
Yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, rest in peace.
That hurt my heart this week, y'all.
So we find out that this location that they keep meeting at is now in a mall. I thought it was a random coffee shop, but it's a coffee shop in the mall. So y'all literally go to the mall every day.
Visible place possible.
In the mall. Okay.
Right there.
All right.
In plain sight of everybody.
Discretion is not there for it to.
No, it's not.
They never heard of the word.
Ever.
They never heard of the word discretion. But anywho, somebody this week, they decided that they wanted to let their musical talent shine, and they got up enough courage to sing in public, and they wanted to do it but they got there a little bit too late, and they didn't get to sign up for the open mic list. and therefore the open mic went on without him. Yes, I'm talking about Noah, who I don't know. I thought, well, let me see how I can do this. He had to be really late because when we used to run poetry, our list was open like soon as we got there
I
before we
thought so
started.
too.
I think
Yeah.
our list was open at least 30 minutes before the slam started. Am I right, Keisha? In my
But yeah,
recollection?
but that was a poetry slam. This is a regular, just for open mic, so it could have been.
I didn't think it ended. I thought if like whoever
It's
could
gotta
come up
end
with
if you got
wanted
enough
to.
acts. So see, we talking about a poetry slam. So
But this
and
is
yeah,
also
for the poetry slam, there is an end because we got to start the slam at some point. But the open mic part, you go as long as you can until you run out of time. So we don't know. They could have had a sign up in advance or
They had
something like
maybe
that.
30 people already.
yeah, that would be my thing. Is that the DMV area has a lot of talent to pull from, so they
Mhm.
probably did fill up pretty quickly.
So what y'all both are saying is that Noah did not do his due diligence to get there, like Kyle said, on time, so that you
Yeah.
can do what you
Get
need
there
to
on
do
time.
after you done invited half the world to come hear you sing.
First
Indiana,
of all, y'all not gonna be coming for Noah.
I'm not coming for Noah. I have no problem with Noah. I'm just saying
I'm
it is
messing
what
with
it
you.
is.
Indiana even said that maybe next time we just need to be arriving early so that we can get a early slot.
I like that.
Remember, I think they did it that way because he's still not grown up. He's still got all these.
Yeah.
He's still immature, so they were still showing that immaturity that he's basically not. So he's dropping the ball still.
Keisha, are you entertaining? Are you hosting Taylor's boyfriend's musical set in your living room?
I mean, it depends. I would.
Okay. Okay. Some of the people had an issue with his song.
What? I don't understand the issue. Was it not black enough?
I had to listen to it again. I was like, I have to listen to it again.
This is the thing for me. If I am being told consistently that this person is a artist or a singer, this, that, and the third, you're gonna the expectations that people will automatically set is going to be that they're going to be blowed and wowed. This was, let's get this, let's make this very abundantly clear. He doesn't have a bad voice. He actually has a decent voice. It's giving very much a very light Jesse McCartney.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, the voice I have a problem with. No.
So it's just the song itself. It was underwhelming.
Okay, but listen.
So y'all was expecting Robin Thicke, and I think y'all got Kirk Cameron.
Well, and that's the thing is the expectation, I think, is that it was going to be more of an R&B type vibe. And I'm sorry, there are other genres of music.
No, I wasn't thinking of an R&B vibe.
Not
you. The people
I'm talking about in the other
online.
groups.
And
there are other genres of music.
Yeah, because I listen to all genres.
And see, this is the thing in terms of like an acoustic concert. Right. You have to have the right arrangements to fit your voice for an acoustic setting. And that song, it felt incomplete, at least to me.
Yeah, that's it.
It did.
Because if it was released as a single, I wouldn't mind going and listening to the whole single. But if that was the song, either A, it was incomplete, or the cut they made just didn't hit right.
I'm gonna go with incomplete for 200, Alex.
I agree. If he had a full band behind him, it would have definitely come across
a little bit more.
I didn't think that. I think it, like I said earlier, I was listening for two things. One, the words to see, because he said I wrote it, after my mom, and then somebody made me feel like our love was possible again. I'm thinking he mean Deanna. So I'm like, okay, let me see what you got. So I'm listening for the words. And then the second thing I'm listening for is, can he actually sing? Can you hold a note? So now what I'm actively listening by the time I'm like trying to vibe and feel for it, he's doing the last note. And he's finished.
According
It's
to
over.
the judges on The Voice, the boy can sing.
And that's fine. I didn't say he couldn't sing. I'm saying it wasn't enough of it for me to sway, to clap, to snap a finger, to groove before I could start trying to decide if I do or I don't. It was over.
Exactly. It was like it wasn't enough. It's like, okay, keep going so I can see if I'm feeling it. And it just stopped.
Well, I think they had to cut it short due to the time constraints of the show.
And that could have been that very much could have been the case. It's just the song just felt either incomplete or the cut just didn't hit.
Yeah, I can feel that.
It was kind of like that Joe and Donnell Jones versus.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but I saw the people roasted.
But I think our take as a, our take from here behind the gates is not the same take that I have seen in the groups. Is not that it was incomplete. I think people are.
I think they were expecting Robin Thicke
to be blackety black, and that ain't the case.
I think they were expecting a Robin Thicke vibe. I think had he come out and start singing "Lost Without You," everybody would say, "Hey, that boy can sing."
Now, what they should have had him sing, which I know he can sing because I heard it on The Voice, is he sang Tennessee Whiskey.
Yeah, I've heard people say he sang Tennessee Whiskey.
He did Tennessee Whiskey on The Voice, and he sang that thing. And I think that would have went over better with the Beyond the Gates audience because it's familiar to them.
Maybe. I also saw a lot of people have a problem with his age, him being an older actor cast in this role.
I mean, he got freaking whatchamacallum is 30 something playing a
right.
And
that's the point they were making. Like it's too many. They want actors closer to the actual age they need to be.
Please.
But y'all have to remember they do want something to complain about because y'all have to think about when we grew up, the movies we grew up watching, it was 20-something-year-olds and sometimes 30-year-olds playing high school students. That's why we thought the high school people were supposed to look older than they were because that's to us is what high schoolers look like. So we didn't look nothing like that.
The whole cast of Saved by the Bell was grown-ass adults.
I mean, look at That's So Raven. Raven was in her late 20s, early 30s playing a high school student.
Right. Yeah. So
and they never graduated.
Right.
Well, in Corey's house, they graduated. But
was it Emmanuel Lewis? How old was he when he started? And he was 30, supposed to be
playing 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like,
look at 16 candles.
They're acting. They're acting.
Well, whatever. Noah, you're doing. What's his real name?
I don't know.
Well, whatever your real name is, we'll get back to you on that. You are doing an amazing job. Keep doing.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yes. Block out the hate. We are here for
the song again and see if I like it.
Yeah, we ain't heard the last of you. I'm sure as far as your music, we just need to hear more to feel it out,
so that people can just really.
I like this picture of Noah better. I like him with a little facial hair much better. Look at that.
Yeah, like I said, he's on my Sweet Magnolias. I'm on my last episode to see, but he's on that as well.
I agree because he does look like he could be Kyle's son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the casting was superb in that one.
I think the casting on this show is phenomenal because let me tell you something. If Deanna don't belong to Vanessa,
listen.
how in the world you match a black woman and a white woman so perfectly?
Listen, the biracial casting is impeccable.
For real. And old boy looked like he could be Doug's for real.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Ursula called him. What'd you say when they first put him up?
Little Doug?
I don't remember.
You said something about you ain't like Donnell because you thought he looked Mexican or something.
He did something, but yeah, he didn't look like he belonged
Deanna
to
definitely
them.
looks like her mama.
So let's talk about what happened after everybody left. And I can't find the graphic. I must have deleted it. Kyle was helping Nicole clean up and she dropped the platter.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicole about jumped out her skin. Oh no!
I know.
Because that was a memory. a memory between her and Ted. But my whole thing was I had two thoughts. One, if it was precious, why'd you put it out in the first place? And two, was that just a way for you to open that door? You know, that knee jerk of a reaction, like, oh my God, it's something that a shattered piece of me and Ted.
Yeah. It was a plate. Like,
I don't know how to feel about this because
was it
I
a
think
vase?
it was a necessary conversation, and I appreciate the fact that they have real conversations.
oh, definitely.
And Kyle, he handled that very well. He was able to navigate the conversation to where don't feel bad that you had something like that. I have a whole storage unit full of my deceased wife's clothes, stuff. So yeah, it's one of the things where he's showing Nicole that you're still grieving your marriage in some aspect, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Bravo, Kyle. Good choice, Nicole. Good choice.
We had a conversation about that, me and my husband, because he was saying, okay, it's different because his wife died and he has this storage stuff. Ted is no longer in your life because of whatever choices, and you shouldn't still have those things. Good night. You shouldn't still have those things. And so my question is,
Probably behave.
my question is it okay to have remnants from past relationships, regardless of how it ended?
I think in this case, it's been a year. Now, if she was still pining over something 10 years later, okay, that might be a problem. But it's been a year.
Because they just got. I mean, she hasn't taken that much out of the house, and it's their plates. But I'm sure she got rid of all the rest of his personal stuff. So
she said she
probably didn't come and get it.
A few things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're talking about several decades of marriage,
right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not Curtis. You're talking about several decades of things.
Curtis. Did you see what Curtis?
That's why I said I'm not Curtis.
Tell Poppy go on in the other room now.
Yep. Tell him to behave.
Y'all got me blushing.
Just put us on mute. Whatever you do, make sure you hit the mute button. Please hit the mute button.
No, none of that. Like, there are some things when you're with that person for a long time, there are some things that you build together. You're not going to just go in and start taking a blow to your life, because there are some things that still give you fond memories. Everything, no matter how bad a relationship ended and all of that, and this is where I give Danny a piece of grace. No matter how bad it ended, your entire roller coaster ride was not horrible. There are some moments in there that you can laugh, smile. Yeah. There were some good moments and some good memories. And I don't think you have to blowtorch your life because that's over. You know, I had the whole 18-year relationship that's done. I did not take a blowtorch to those things that I have that we built together. I still have some things that I can look at and say, oh, that was the trip to so-and-so. Okay, we had a good time. Or laugh about it. Yeah. You know, it's not a lot of stuff, but there are some things that I still have. And just because now that I'm married and moved on, that doesn't mean I'm looking back on that person like I want to be with them. It's just that was a fun time in my life.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it.
It's just stuff.
It's just stuff. You know,
all I got left from my past relationship is my child. That's all I need.
Well,
girls.
Well,
oh my goodness.
In your defense, well, anyway, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, you can say it. He's a piece of caca. Next.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it wasn't necessarily a long enough relationship to collect all of.
I don't think it wasn't a vase, Curtis. It was a plate. Wasn't it a plate or was it a vase?
It was a plate. It was a plate.
I thought it was a plate.
It was a serving plate because
Yeah.
it had like
It wasn't a vase. It was just a plate.
It had vegetables on it. It was like a glass serving plate. And he had
He was trying to put it in dump it in the trash.
My thing is, them was grown ass adults. Why they left their house so messy? Who puts their plate on top of somebody's mantelpiece and all that place over there?
Because everybody in that house was trying to go get it on that night. I don't know what
I don't understand, but it's a trash can right here by the end of this bar. Why are you putting your plate on top of my Bible, on my mantle, and on top of this and that and the other?
Like, for real. Listen, I'm with you, Ursula, because at that moment, when I came back and looked in that room, I'd have had my phone and I'd have sent them all a nasty ass text. Because how y'all gonna come in my house, my family, and destroy the house like that?
It wasn't but 6 people in that living room. How in the world they made that big a mess?
Right.
I was like, what you talking about clean up? It ain't nothing to clean up. All them plates on the bar, on the table, on the counter, on the mantle.
Like it was a house party.
Right. Like they had 20 people over there. Y'all grown enough people. Y'all live behind the gates. You're supposed to have some kind of class and decorum. Y'all don't know how to put your plate in the trash can? I had a problem. But anyway.
I agree.
We're going to keep it moving. I'm trying to decide which direction I want to go before the break. Because it was something that I did not touch. Let me see. Speaking of which, let me see. Where do I want to go? Let's still stay on Nicole and Kyle. Nicole was dead wrong. Well, she didn't assemble the team, but it was I was very uncomfortable with this whole dynamic.
My deal is, why is all of Nicole's men
on the same
interacting with each other in some way, shape, form, or fashion? Because y'all better men than me. Because the way I would have put a hard line between every single one of y'all.
That was weird.
That's
and it's even weirder. And it's even weirder for Nicole. They're like, oh well, they're adults. They should just get over it. Girl, what?
If I was Nicole, me and my son would have had words like, "Sir, why are you being messy?"
Yo, daddy, okay. Them other two,
yeah, that's weird.
What we doing?
Well, it made sense to invite Kyle because that's her man.
Even then, you have
he got a whole staff of people he could have basically invited.
Because I'm questioning who.
I'm like, you have a staff.
But you ain't have to have Kyle and Carlton. That was just a lot.
That because my deal. Because who do y'all know? That's what I want to know. Who do y'all know?
You're a congressman. You're supposed to know a whole bunch of people.
He does have a staff. You're right about that.
I'm like, you could have asked how many different people. I don't understand why all 3 of them had to be on this team.
And I don't care what nobody says.
You a Banneker alum, somebody, somewhere.
Because at this point, y'all can crucify me if y'all want. Nicole is dead ass wrong for expecting these men to be quote unquote buddy or to be mature about this. No, absolutely not. You have your ex-husband, then you have his best friend / business partner that you done slept with and dated. Then you have this third person in the mix that was pursuing her, and you ended up choosing that person forsaking the best friend / business partner. But you sat there and rubbed it in your ex-husband's face that you were dating his best friend / business partner, saying that he's a better man than you. Now, regardless of what you feel about his cheating past is subjective, but the fact that you want these 3 men to be able to interact with each other without being hostile in any way, shape, form, or fashion, girl, bye. Y'all
likes doctors. Yes, she does. She likes doctors, Curtis. You're right.
I found it very weird.
Flat-footed out.
It definitely was weird.
It was weird. It was weird. It was awkward and uncomfortable for me, the viewer. But what was also awkward and uncomfortable was the healthy sex life of our grands.
I was not uncomfortable about this. I said, you better go ahead.
You go ahead now.
I was
'Cause he's-
uncomfortable when he started kissing up her arm like his name was Gomez Adams. It was doing too much.
Listen,
That's exactly
I
what
was
I
here
was
for it.
thinking. I was thinking about Gomez when he did that.
Listen, I'm here for it. Vernon said, listen here, I've been patient. I've been understanding during your chemo and radiation.
My baby
but
back.
we are overdue for we overdue. You
I
hear
was
me?
afraid them teeth was gonna fall out.
You know what? A Velveteen rub is all right.
And you wrong for that. Both of y'all.
I'm just being honest.
Oh
just
my
saying.
God.
I'm just saying.
We sorry.
Vernon
Two
said
right there.
we
right
go
there,
into the
decent
elevator. That way we can get into the bedroom faster.
And I said, period.
Fire
Because
and
you ain't
desire.
get to this
Yeah,
bedroom,
that was
sir.
James all the way.
All I have to say
That
is
was
this. Thank you. We know that y'all aren't afraid to touch the hard subjects. We appreciate you giving the platform for senior love. That's beautiful. We don't ever have to do that again.
You know
Okay,
what?
so let me say
That's
this.
what's keeping them young.
It's
I'm ready to be like that
what's
too,
keeping
but-
them young, and
Cardio,
I do.
You got flexibility and stretching and strengthening all in one activity.
I do expect and pray that it is to still have a healthy sex life into my 80s and 70s. My grandparents were in their 80s and still like jackrabbits, and it hurt my heart, but it made me smile at the same time and be like, okay, are y'all serious? But I was like, hey,
You got goals, Ursula. You got goals.
I have goals, but I can say my grandmother lived to 90. My grandfather lived to 96.
Yep.
So, hey,
Good
if
thing.
that's what you got to look forward to, that spice of life is the spice of life, then so be it.
And that's fine. I just don't have to see it.
Well, we didn't technically
Curtis
see
said, would
it.
you
We
rather
didn't
watch
see it.
Vernon
We saw enough
or
of those.
Jessica
We
and
saw
Terrell?
plenty.
But we ain't seen them in bed together. Only thing
Thank
we see
you,
is that they
Jesus.
going up to the bedroom.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus, because that would make me very uncomfortable.
Curtis said, which one, Vernon and Anita or Jessica and Terrell?
But I definitely don't want to see Jessica and Tyrell.
I don't want to see neither one of them.
Because most
I
of
mean,
we've gotten
I'm
with
just
Jessica
gonna
and
be
Terrell
honest.
them being in bed. We have yet to see. And the further we've gone with Vernon and Anita is you hear Anita calling out for Vernon.
Vernon, stop.
Oh, Vernon.
Oh, stop. Please stop. Don't do that.
That's what she said when they was
She
when
did.
they was in that hotel room.
When
That
that
hotel
hotel room
room
door closed, oh, Vernon.
She said, oh, Vernon.
And Vernon, I don't blame Vernon one bit because you got all these grandkids and great grandkids coming up in the house calling because y'all can't sit there and take a shit without even going to do nothing. I'm like,
That's
no, let me
true.
go ahead and be with my wife. I'm trying to be old and I'm trying to enjoy my golden years. I'm trying to enjoy my house.
Said, your grandmother and I will not apologize for having a healthy sex life.
Mhm.
Nor
And
are we
You ain't
embarrassed.
got to apologize. You also don't have to show us.
Kat said, okay,
My
I don't want to think about my grands getting it on.
I agree. Yes, Kat, I agree.
That's their
I don't
house.
want to think about our grands getting it on, Kat.
Yeah, that's very off-putting. But with that being said, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
I love it for them. I want to be there one day.
Yeah, one day.
Hold your seat, don't move. We're cutting to a break. 15 seconds later, I'm back with the gate. Popcorn gone cold. You still got your grin. I got a little detour. And then I slide back in. Wait, don't touch that dial. I'll be through the noise in a minute, child. Behind the gates, we'll be right back. Behind the gates, then we snap right back. Right back. Keep your control. Turn it up, let the whole Puerto Rican flavor with luxury. Lil Bobby, yeah, we bringing the heat. One taste, and you know it can be beat.
Stand up strong, let your voice be heard. Hope and justice in every word. Hand in hand, we rise above, building change through strength and love. Join me in AACP today. Oh, let your
Speaking of Team Too Much, I felt that
Team
this
Too
young
Much.
lady, yeah, speaking of Team Too Much, I think this young lady right here was doing the most in terms of her mama. And I think that because she feel like now that she got some sort of a relationship that she can give advice. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with giving advice, but I think she was just doing, I don't know. I was off put by her. It's almost like they changed roles.
I don't think so. I don't think it had anything to do with her being in a relationship so much as I think she's sick of her mama and her antics.
Yeah.
Spiraling out of control. Somebody, and no, Leslie doesn't listen to anybody
Right.
except Eva, maybe.
Right.
So she's the only one that's going to be able to sit there and say, "Mama, look, you're
You
looking
doing-
like a crazy teenage child. Yeah, let it go." So I didn't think she was just like, I think, but the way that Leslie raised her wasn't like, necessarily always child and mama. They were friends. So she talked to her like she was her friend. That's how she brought her up.
Right.
I guess one thing I can appreciate from Eva telling her is that you deserve better than to be somebody's side piece and to have somebody, which
Yeah.
caused her to call Marcel and say, "Hey, I need you to piss or get off this pot." And so Marcel said, "Well, let me hit the head then."
Which he did. He answered the call.
He did do
Bought-
that. But I
bought her
I wasn't expecting that answer.
Bought her a dress, said, "Hey, let's go out." I don't know why the nice dinner, it was Orphe Jeans, but said,
He's
"Hey,"
on a police officer salary.
I guess.
But Eva was like, her face was like,
But he said, "Okay, Leslie Thomas, will you move onto my boat with me?" Which I
don't
thought
know
was
what she
like, okay,
expected.
I wasn't expecting that. But
Mhm.
he said, "Hey, I'm giving you a grand gesture for real. I'm showing you I'm serious. I want you to me. What he say? Me, you, and Sheila. Now that's a steamy. What did he call it? A steamy threesome. Me, you, and Sheila.
But I thought that was a genuinely
I thought it was good
good
too.
offer. Like, I
I
mean,
did
not
too.
saying that she's both people. Okay, I get that you're not both people, but I think he did
He
his
was
grand
sincere.
gesture. Like
He's
that
extent.
was a big step for
Yeah.
him.
He's offering you a piece of himself.
Because he just
with the boat.
Right.
With the boat is a good piece of himself since you've known
Mhm.
since you started talking to him.
Exactly.
So for you to be basically
He's just getting divorced. So
so him inviting you onto the boat is a pretty big gesture in itself. And I thought I was
It
like,
is.
okay, Marcel, you said
And second of all, Leslie, I'm last time you've been out to Lake Murray, but I know when I was out, there's some nice boats out there. So
Yeah,
and we
really.
know this is a boat purchased with Joey money, so this might be a nice little
Mhm.
yacht.
Yeah.
Well, it is supposedly a nice little yacht, something that he wants to retire on and sail to the Caribbean. So apparently he has put
It's not a
a
little
lot
piece of
of money. It ain't no Jaws boat. It's a real nice
Leslie
little
crazy.
something with a sun deck on it. I mean, and she didn't have to say no the way that she said no.
Yeah.
She could have said, I don't know about moving in, but I will give you 2-3 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start there until I decide that I want to take a drawer or something.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Eventually, Ben, okay, we'll be at the house and we're gonna build us a house on the water. That way you can take the boat anytime you want, and we right here.
Exactly, because you don't have a job. I mean, you over the clinic, but you're not working, so the clinic is doing itself. So basically, hey y'all.
Hey.
So like you basically you're free to do whatever, wherever, however.
And I'm like, I'm not sure what she wanted. The man was just getting divorced. Why did she think he was going to get married that quickly?
Well, I don't
Is
think
that what she really thinks she wanted?
Was she?
I don't think she wanted marriage. I think she wanted him to treat her to a lifestyle behind the gates that she didn't have to pay for. Huh? Hey.
Another one. Hey.
Popped in like a ghost.
Hello.
I know he does look like a ghost back there.
So I couldn't.
But he's
Leslie
still doesn't have. If she went behind the gates on the boat is behind the gates. It's at the yacht club. What more does she want? I mean,
I think she wants a lifestyle, a man to show her in a lifestyle to which she has recently become accustomed without her having to pay for it.
Well, then she need to go holler at Carlton. He's available.
yeah, she need to go holler at Carlton, right? Because she hollered at the wrong one.
We already know we already know he has an infatuation for Ted's women.
That part.
Yeah.
Wait.
That's true.
Wait. Hold on. Say that again.
Ted's. Oh, Jared.
I said,
yeah, say that again.
We already know Carlton has an infatuation for Ted's women. So I'm with y'all. Let's go to Carlton.
But
part.
I like her and Marcel together. I need her to get
I do too.
I like her and Marcel.
I like her too. I like them too. But as we saw, so she tried to, let's say redeem
house.
I kind of agree.
herself and say, okay, let me serenade my man into this fort right quick and make him feel something down in his shanana.
She said, giving him something he can feel.
Yeah.
No.
For his chestnut status.
Yeah.
Another performance I was
too
underwhelmed
much
for.
To let him know.
Now I gotta go watch Sparkle. You know that's my favorite movie.
Yeah, I know. I thought Imitation of Life was your favorite movie.
No, Sparkle tops Imitation of Life.
Oh, okay. But what Leslie said was, listen, Marcel, because he said, look here, woman, are you serious? I done poured out my heart for you and whatnot, and you trying to play me off. She says, I am Leslie Mother freaking Thomas. And you're going to treat me as such, or you can get the stepping. So
he turned around and walked away.
He stepped.
I think she's stupid, but neither here nor there.
Yeah, really.
Leslie, ain't nobody else checking for you, boo.
Yeah. Everybody else knows you're crazy. Nuh-uh.
Nobody
is checking for you, boo. Not nobody. And you turned away the one little bit of attention you did have. And the next time you speed, they taking you to jail. You thought Marcel was gonna get you out of ticket. No, they hauling you to jail the next time. You's out of here, sister. But one thing I did appreciate, and Keisha not so much, I did appreciate where they took us for Ted and Leslie's backstory.
It's not that I didn't appreciate it. I just felt like they spent too much time on it.
I didn't think they spent enough
of their relationship and show why she's so infatuated with him.
Now here Leslie with her bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Yeah. And him with his Bill
Ted looked
Cosby
older
shirt
than
on.
he looked. Ted looked older back then than he looked now.
Well,
First of all, everybody, let's give it up for a new set.
Yes.
mhm.
Even
got
though
an
it did
empty
look a
bar.
little bit like another corner of Uptown.
We got an empty bar with a couple of chairs that nobody seems to go to.
At all.
But okay, so this is how they got started. Now, one thing I'm putting Ted on the block. I understand how bartenders, people come in, they drink, drown their sorrows. They talk to the bartender because he's a stranger and you can just let it all go. But the way he was in there running Nicole down over this baby and she ain't paying me this and she only using me, basically, is how he put it. She using me for sex and she won't talk to me no other time.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there he opened the door to what happened. It wasn't her, it was him. Him all day long.
It was him all day, yeah.
And then every chance he got, instead of him talking to Nicole about our issues and what is happening to us, he over there in Leslie face every chance he get. And then he brought her a dog. Which was supposed to be a teddy bear.
Demerit to the prop department because that is not a teddy bear.
That's a doggy woggy. It's not a teddy weddy bear. Not a teddy weddy, a doggy woggy.
So yes, so the prop department's on the block. However, the wardrobe department gets points because they had old Ted in the turtleneck.
I said that's my thing. Make you go. That's my thing to make you go. Because do you realize that Ted looked kind of like the old Ted for a second
with that turtleneck?
He kissed her first.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a hard kiss. That was look at all the muscles in her face she used to kiss that man.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
Look, she was trying to suck his soul out of him.
I mean, that was that Beetlejuice kiss or something. That's one that was
Beetlejuice kiss.
I was looking at it. I said, look how hard the when you kissing hard when the muscles in your cheeks are engaged. And then he took her and the bad part is now it's a family birthday. I think it was either Vernon's birthday or Anita's birthday because they said Vernon gonna make one of his speeches. It's a birthday. He leave the birthday party to go to her.
Mm-hmm.
You left Nicole's side.
You got some nerve. That's serious nerve.
You were my side piece.
Because was that the first time that he had?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because Bill was trying to warn him, and he said, "Nah, don't go do this. You come on back in here to the party." He talking about, "Nah, I am done." How you just leave your wife's side at one of her parents' birthday party or a family party, period, to go be to the side piece?
Yeah.
And not only did you throw her down, you throwed her down with the "I love you."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First thing out your mouth. So now I see why she's so obsessed with Ted.
See, my take on it was not so much that I didn't appreciate the backstory and not to throw any shade her way because he was wrong. However, as wrong as he was, this episode still did not make up for the fact that 20 years later you still coming back carrying this torch.
This is true.
20 years.
Moment this ninja sent somebody to you to tell you better get rid of the baby or else. That's when you fall out of love with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that part I agree with because we got from here how loving and wonderful your relationship may have been to, oh, you got my baby. Well, I need you to get rid of it and I need you to get out of town because now Nicole is pregnant and I need you to roll out. But one thing this whole sequence did make me think about and maybe revisit is the whole stolen embryo thing. Maybe there is a real pregnancy. And maybe it is his instead of, because it didn't seem like that Leslie was up to this Leslie's shenanigans. I think he
Yeah.
created that person
Yeah.
from the way he
Because
treated
knew
her.
Dana. Like you said, he knew
I mean, it
Dana.
all depends
Leslie,
though, because right now she's not that person, but you know how easily we can snap when we get hurt. So the moment he said, "Oh, Nicole pregnant, I'm out," could have been the moment when she was like, "Oh, hell to the no, I'm about to be pregnant too."
I mean, it could be. We've got to see more, but right now it's giving me pause. I'm not completely abandoning my theory, but I'm pausing just a little bit just to see where this plays out. That's why I said I appreciated the backstory. And I see why she was with so much vitriol if this relationship, because I mean they gave us 3 dates of her and Ted, and then he come with this bear who's now missing an eyeball. God bless him. This dog.
She probably stabbed it.
I think back then, if Ted had told Nicole, they probably would. He's probably right in saying they would have broken up, because if Nicole didn't care if he left the party, couldn't stand to be in the same room with him, seemed like only was using him for sex, then they probably would not have survived an affair at that point.
Well, yeah, especially when you telling me I'm sitting here distraught over trying to get pregnant, and you out here sticking your thing in random hoes and telling them all my business.
So let me ask you this question. We've seen it from the perspective of Ted and Leslie, or at least a mix of both, from Ted's perspective and Leslie's perspective. The only thing that was missing was the interaction that we saw, or we could have seen, between Ted and Nicole.
Yeah.
Because in terms of Ted, his deal is that, like you said, he felt that he was being pushed away by Nicole due to the failed attempts, failed IVF attempts, and the miscarriages. So in terms of seeing Nicole being cold to Ted in that way, do you think that probably could have shifted your perspective in how you would have saw Ted potentially leaning toward Leslie?
I think so.
I don't know, because I'm going to say this. When you marry someone, you marry for them for better or for worse. And most of the time, I would like to think that your spouse ends up being your best friend, someone that you can actually talk to about what's going on. And my whole thing is, and I can only speak for my relationship that I have now. The relationship I have with Raphael now is very different from any relationship I ever had before, in the fact of its maturity. From when the very beginning, when we first started living together, Raphael did these monthly check-ins with me. Is everything going all right? Is there anything you would like for me to change? Is there anything that you want to address? Is there anything you want to say that you haven't said to me? And I was like, wow, this is different. And at the same time, I got comfortable enough to ask him the same thing. Well, is there anything about me you want, that needs adjusting? Not necessarily that I need to change, but for us to do this together, we got to navigate each other. So what have I brought from my past to my present that is pushing you out, and vice versa? And we had these check-ins every month, like clockwork. We don't have them so much now, not like that, like formal meetings that used to be very formal. Now it's kind of like what come up, come out. That's the stage we're at this point. But we're still not afraid to talk to each other. Like I could literally say, okay, guess what happened today? What? My spouse pissed me off, and this is what he did.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, okay. Or sometimes he'll say, talk to me as my therapist and not as my wife. Let's have a conversation. And he will pour out his whole raw truth that I have to accept, not as his wife, but as someone he's talking to about what do I do. And that is the stage of relationship we're at. And we've only been married, we're working on year 5. with
That's
Ted
5 years
and
already?
Nicole. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Ted and Nicole at that point, it had been at least that, if not more, because at this point Martin's a little boy. They're trying to have baby number 2. So we're probably at least 5 or 6 years.
Mhm.
And I think that if he was having those issues with Nicole, why didn't he feel comfortable enough to go to Nicole with the issues he was having versus let me go talk to this random round the way chick at the bar
Yeah. Bartender.
and start a whole relationship with her versus telling my wife how I feel. That's the
They
issue
were
that
already
I have
having
with
issues
Ted.
before.
Regardless of how she was pushing him away, she's the therapist. And like he was, throwing off, and she's supposed to be the psychiatrist. Oh, well, they make the worst payments. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Like you talking all this ish about your wife. Why not you hold the mirror in front of your wife and say, listen, this is how you're making me feel with this right now. What do we need to do to fix this?
But see,
But
what
this
you
is
gotta
also-
remember is on this
but-
show, they suck at communication.
But I will say also, because I will say, do I say the men are horrible at communication? Yes, I very much so believe that. However, I will say that the women are very headstrong where it can be uncomfortable to address them in terms of a fault, because then they will feel like they are being victimized. They're being attacked.
They
They're
are
being
very
victimized.
entitled, and that is the 2 girls that Anita Williams Dupree raised. To
I
feel
agree.
very entitled, to feel that my ish don't stink. You should worship the ground that I walk on. I am the prize, and my opinion matters.
Mhm.
And so you're very much right in that. But when you take a husband, I also think that that husband should have the cojones enough to step up against the Duprees and
Not
say,
cojones.
this is what it is. That's the reason why Jill Scott can't stay married, because she said, if you can't tell me what to do, then you can't tell me what to do.
But this is also the thing in terms of the Dupree women, that is also the thing that makes the non-Dupree club the way it is between was it Ted, Bill, Andre, Tomas to an extent, Jacob. They all will say they're going to do what they're going to do regardless. So there's no point in you trying to tell them how you feel if they're doing you wrong, because they're going to feel that they're entitled to do what they do at the end of the day. So it's one of those things,
And they won't stay out of each other's business.
Yeah.
It's just let you and your husband handle you and your husband's business.
Mm-hmm. But it's one of those things, like it's a full 360, if that makes sense, in terms of the flaws of each and every character, from the husbands of the Duprees to the Duprees themselves, and Dupree adjacents.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if I sat down and I talked to my daddy about saying, hey, me and Raphael, we're having this issue, he's not going to take Raphael's side, and he's not going to take my side. He's just going to listen and say, okay. More than likely, he would ask me, what you do to that man, and this is what you need to do to make it stronger.
Yeah.
Versus, oh, he got to go. He would never say that. He would say, part of a marriage is give and take, listening to your husband. Have you listened to him? Part of being a man is him being a man. How's your sex life? This is my daddy. He would ask me, what's going on there? When he come home, do you hug him? Do you kiss him? How much do you tell him that you love him? Have you made him feel like a man? That's what my husband would say to me. He wouldn't say, you the prize and F him. But Vernon and Anita made the girls feel like they walk on water. And like you said, I think they did that to a fault.
Mm-hmm.
They did it too well. Because you want the children to feel that and know that they matter. But yeah, they are up there.
Yeah, it's one thing. Like, don't by all means, don't take any mess from anybody. Never get to your point of that. But it's also one of those things where you have to realize that other people exist and they have feelings too, and other people's feelings matter.
I'm so glad that you said that.
And it's one of those things where you could potentially be the cause of it.
Yeah.
You have to be willing and open enough to understand I may actually be the problem.
And that issue and them not recognizing that they are the problem has filtered down all the way to the the nieces, the grandchildren, because they don't understand where they are the problem. Case in point, Tomas told Kat, listen, take an hour, come home, shake some
Oh, my
Italian
goodness.
sheets with me
I'm so mad at
for an
Kat.
hour and come back. And she told him, no, I am building this. I'm working. I cannot take an hour off to sit with you. And he was like, but baby, it's an hour. You can get back to work. She said, no, and go to the gym, take off whatever energy you need to do, but go into the gym, get up on out my face. And then not 5 minutes later, Isaiah came and she said, sit down. Yeah, I can take a break.
And see, this is the thing. In
yeah.
terms of,
I was like, I saw that. I was like,
and
Yeah,
and
Kat
this is
was
the
wrong
thing.
for that.
And this is the thing that made me go to an extent, but it's kind of a dialogue situation. It's the writing that leads to the women choosing their career over being with their husband that it gives the men some kind of excuse in their head, by all means, that, oh, well, my woman's not giving me attention. I'm going to go find it somewhere else. And then it's going to become this whole thing because this could potentially lead to Tomas trying to go back to, to Eva, trying to complain about how, well, Kat's busy building this whole thing and they're trying to get ready for Tokyo and she's not really giving me attention. And I just thought that we could be able to just talk like we used to and this, that, and the third. It's like, nah, bro, you can't be doing that.
Was
But she already
Tomas,
told him
did he
that
make an
once.
unreasonable request?
I don't think that he was making an unreasonable request. I don't think. And I say this with asterisk question mark. Because it's one of those things where, when was the last time that they actually got to hang out? That would be my first question. Because they both have very busy schedules and it's going to be tricky to sync up as it is. So if they haven't seen each other, if they haven't been able to actually authentically hang out with each other, then I would say, I would say that the question would need to be asked. It's weird. I just don't know.
My thing is this. I enjoy lunch breaks in the day with my husband. I enjoy spontaneous moments of, you know what, let's go spend the day to each other. Even though we live together, how about, you know what, I got off work early. Meet me at such and such. I enjoy those little moments because I think that's what keeps it alive and fresh and spicy. But I'm saying we haven't been each other a while and I'm having a moment. Let's give me an hour. Let's go home and let me give you a lunch break. And you look me dead in my eye and say, no, I got too much work to do.
But see, Ursula, the difference here is she's selfish. And the way we look at our relationships and the way she looks at hers is not, she looks at her relationship like, you are here to serve me. Not, okay, clearly he needs my attention right now. Let me check on him and see what's going on. Let me go spend some time with him because he's asking because he wants to spend time with me. There's a reason. So let me go spend some time with him.
But is it that? Well, because number one, let's back up. Tomas is only there because Naomi said, get the hell out of my face and go spend some time with your wife before I harpoon you. That's how he ended up out of the office. It got too hot. But she don't like him like that. No. Not no more. She was only liking him and up under him, and Tomas was everything because she thought Eva wanted him. Now Eva got her own man. She don't want Tomas like that.
But then there's some scenes, like there was a scene today where it looked like they were back acting like they liked each other.
She got to fake the funk. But her true intention came out right here. She set that computer aside and said, no, I got a few minutes. By the time you sit here and talk to Isaiah, that's your hour. You could have been home, save a horse, ride a cowboy with your man.
Yeah.
I mean, make it make sense. It don't make sense to me. If I'm too busy for my man,
anybody's really feeling Kat and Tomas, Marilyn.
If I'm too busy for my man, I'm too busy to entertain Isaiah. I'm too busy to talk to Angela and Keisha on the phone. I'm too busy to do this, that, and the other. If I have put my man off, then everybody else don't get a place in my man's place.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
But they family though.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Look, family ain't keeping me warm at night. I'm sorry.
And family will
family-
understand.
But
At any point, if I'm talking to Angela and Keisha and Raphael come through that door, I'm saying, ladies, I love y'all, but my man just came home, or we about to eat, or whatever, and I have to give him his time. And tomorrow, there ain't no issue between me, Angela, and Keisha that I got off the phone because Raphael was there.
yep.
Right.
Same when Walter come in, same when Terrence come in. Okay, girl, handle your business. Granted, we all knew, well, besides Keisha, I'm gonna say we all knew each other before these men came in our life, but actually Walter was first. But still, we know how to say, okay, girl, because whatever I got to say to you is not more important for you than having your relationship with your man. Because at the end of the day, can't now one of them do for me what my man do for me. And ain't going to.
And ain't going to.
And ain't going to.
I love you, but I don't love you like that.
Exactly.
I love you.
So at the end of the day, there's a boundary.
Right.
And the Duprees don't know boundaries. And Kat, you just showed with your actions, you do not like Tomas. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Not like that.
She don't like him like that, not no more.
They need to hook up with whatchamacallum Delacroix.
Who?
We need to meet some of her other grandchildren or something. Find somebody over there, somebody else behind them gates for Kat.
Well, we might be getting ready to meet Shanice's brothers, so that'll be interesting.
somebody.
Yeah.
And we got
But
that
do y'all
in the picture?
We also got that one.
That would be so
was
weird.
it one henchman of Joey's that made an appearance this week?
Oh,
he's too old for Cat.
Okay.
Okay,
but Shanice's brothers, that would be that's too close. In
That's
the
weird.
circle.
That's
your stepmama's brothers. No, ill.
Yeah, that is a little bit weird.
But do y'all think that they about to put her and Isaiah or try to apply
I think they are trying.
No.
Listen, writing room. I need y'all to be more creative, like for real, because y'all with these women swimming in the same circles over and over again. We are tired. Hear me clearly. We are tired of the Cat and Eva beef.
Yeah.
Especially as it pertains to it being over a man. Let it go. Move on to something else. We are tired. We is tired.
Tired.
We ain't tired. We tired.
Tired.
Y'all done played it all the way out. Played out like an 8-track.
Well, Andre is Ted's nephew, and you're right, but we got enough. It's enough. Speaking of tired, what is Tomas's issue? Because every time he
doesn't want to work with women. I'm telling y'all this. He does not want to work with women.
Women or just Naomi?
I am going to go as far as say working with women, period.
I didn't get that though until that day. You remember when all this started, Haley got in his ear about Naomi taking over the law firm. Haley created this. He wasn't acting like this until then.
Nah, he doesn't want to work he doesn't want to work under a woman, period. He has no issue working probably with a woman, but he doesn't want to work under a woman.
I just felt like it started with the whole Haley thing.
Now I will say Haley probably poured the gasoline on it, but Tomas is lighting is lighting it up himself.
He is burning that whole thing down. And Caroline already said she don't trust him, and then here go Naomi trying to push Caroline even more.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things with Caroline, and Danny has said it. Caroline is in it for Caroline. Now, it's one of those things where I will probably lean toward Caroline's answer, because if someone is going to be in it for their own benefit, they're gonna call a spade a spade. It's like, Tomas is in it for Tomas.
Tomas forever coming up in this office for what?
Yeah.
Well, my thing is Naomi ain't doing her job in the office because you've been in that office how long and you ain't found that damn prenup?
She sure
I
had.
know. Because she forgot she was supposed to be looking for that.
I think so. I think she forgot too that she's
Yeah,
supposed to.
because she is trying to work on things for Bill while he's away.
Yeah.
So that does make sense. But at the same time, girl, we need you to find that prenup so that
Yeah,
you
hurry
can
up.
move this
Quick.
story along.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I have something that might refute that prenup, but I'm saving it for things that make you go,
Okay.
Mm.
Now, here we go again. First of all, I'm going to start with you, Donald. How would you have handled this whole Mike situation from
That was a
beginning
mess.
phone call to now?
This is me. Like,
you.
You're Tomas.
I would not have dealt with it at all. I would have given it straight to Naomi and let them handle it the way they need to. Because I've already been under hot water enough with my boss under the alleged sexual harassment, and I've already got into it once about you perceiving that I disrespected your daughter. Nope. I'm not trying to light any more fires underneath my butt. Let y'all handle that.
Here's my thing. The moment you got the phone call, and we know that Mike is Mike. So yeah, he called you. He wasn't going to call Naomi. He called you. The moment you hung up, your first call was to Naomi.
Mm-hmm. Point blank
Naomi, Mike is coming into the office. He called me, but he's coming there to talk to you or do whatever. And I'm letting you know, prepare for Mike's arrival. And I would not have even gone to the office.
Mm-mm.
But you came up in there, first of all, and then you sat in on a meeting that was not yours, that was not your place to sit. And then as he brought you into it, instead of you deferring back to Naomi, well, you do have a point. It is worth considering. Like, you taking over the case.
Right.
And like she said, you're going to undermine me in front of Mike?
And the fact that he thinks he didn't is saying everything you need to know. It's like, well, I was just giving my opinion. And she said it, reiterated, it's not your case. Why are you here?
You have no opinion. Period, point blank.
And then the other thing about that, Tomas knew what he was doing because he did all this in front of Madison.
Right.
Yes.
I think he's going to end up with Mike, like Marilyn said. He's going to end up on the other side. He's going to get fired and go work with Mike.
Because Bill about sick of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, even though she was right, what got on my nerves was Naomi wanting to Bill about it. And Tomas, and Tomas.
Nope. Because the thing I will say in terms of this is, I'll say this in regards to Naomi going to Bill. Naomi is trying to handle it by herself in regards to how Tomas has been coming at her. She may have mentioned it to Bill, and she said, "No, it's all right. I got it. He's just being he's trying to puff his chest, but I got it." That whole thing was a complete unprofessional, unethical intervention of a case that was not yours. Naomi was 100% within her right to go tell, hey, now we've entered into a territory where we're going to put the owner of this whole building into the mix. Because me and him have been working this case. We have a strategy going on. And not only are you undermining the strategy, you're making my client question the strategy. Our client.
Yeah. But see, this is where I have an issue with that, Donald. Because if they are on Haley's ass about getting him upset and overworked, why would you bring that to him and getting his blood pressure up over that now?
That would have been a special instance where that would have had to have made an exception, because at that point, what would have gotten his blood pressure up is if Bill found out after the fact.
I feel like one strategy that she has not yet tried is I would have went to Kat and been like, hey, you need to have a conversation with your man because he's doing too damn much.
But he's already trying to use Kat against Naomi, trying to get her to,
flip it, use it the other way.
And Kat has already shut that down.
Yeah, she shut that down. We already know Kat is more loyal to her family than anything else.
She sure is. She said, if you make me choose between my cousin, it's going to be my cousin.
Right. I agree with you, Ursula. She kind of irritated me going to Bill Partially, like I said, because we already trying to keep his pressure down, but also because I'm so sick of these girls acting like they are freaking kids.
Well, you got to
No.
remember, they are partners in a law firm. They're basically trying a case. So I have to tell my legal counsel what is going on with the case. So
I
it is
yes,
it is
however,
a daddy
right
thing,
now,
but it's
if y'all want to,
also I gotta basically, yeah, he has to be
well,
told.
and I get that, but if y'all won't even let the man look over paperwork or look at his laptop because you don't want him to get too stressed, what do you think that's doing?
See, that's
Yeah.
different.
It's
That's Bill
sword.
trying to immerse himself in work that he shouldn't. This was a clear instance where you have to separate the familial relationship with the professional relationship. As a professional, Naomi needed to let her co-counsel know that
Mhm.
one of his employees is trying to undermine and tank this case.
Yeah.
Okay, well, with that being said, Naomi needs to be a better lawyer because, first of all, Tomas shouldn't even had a seat at this table.
Mhm.
Let's just go there because it has nothing to do with him. So, Tomas, thank you for letting me know that Mike is coming. You can now go back to your office and I will
Leave
handle
now.
this. You
Right.
can leave
Mhm.
now.
She
But the
should've been
fact that
sitting.
she gave him a seat at the table opened the door for Mike to talk to him, opened the door for him to what? Open mouth, insert foot. She
Mhm.
should have never sat at that table because that's not his case. So if you have to keep reminding him that it's not his case, why is he at the table? He should not have a seat at the table.
But at the same time, Naomi covered her, CYA'd herself in terms of saying, this is not your case. You do not need to be here. Now, I do agree with you that Tomas should never have been in the room.
No.
But you also have to
Mhm.
understand in terms of the dynamic between Naomi and Tomas, and the fact that Madison was in there and Mike was already in there. The only thing that Naomi could do at that point was let it ride. And then at that point, go tell Bill.
I disagree. She could have put him out, brought Caroline in, and opened up the court like they did the recording when they did before as another witness to what's going on. We're recording, and this is what's happening of this impromptu visit by Mike. This is what we're doing. We need somebody to record the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Because other than that, what is the purpose of Tomas being there? It's her word against his. They both gonna spin it the way they want to spin it. And the audacity of Tomas to even think if Bill is going to promote anybody, it's not going to be the junior partner. There are other partners in this law firm, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, and didn't they, when
You
they
got
had
the
the
next in
initial
line.
litigation, they were recording it then, weren't they?
That's what I'm saying. So get the recording out. Get back to how you did it before, even though the way you were doing the deposition.
Yeah.
And have a witness that way, and have Caroline come in and sit, because you know Caroline gonna ride for Bill no matter what, and tell him what's happening. And Tomas, go back to your office down the hall by the vending machine.
Not by the vending.
Not by the vending machine.
I
It's
thought it was
something
by
wrong.
the bathroom.
It's something wrong with his office because he don't ever want to stay in
He
there.
don't
He
ever be
always
in
up
there.
in here.
I thought he was between the maintenance closet and the bathroom.
He's somewhere. He need to go back to
Because he
wherever
don't ever
his
go in
office
there.
is.
Oh, God.
Naomi done had to tell him more than once, your office is out there. Period, point blank. Why is every time I look up, why every time I go open the refrigerator, you in the refrigerator?
You in the refrigerator.
What?
Oh, God.
What are we doing here?
Right.
I need Naomi to step up. I need Tomas to get a clue.
Mm-hmm.
Because if this is what y'all gonna do after Bill gone, which he is closer to one of the gates, I don't know which one, as you said earlier, he's knocking on somebody's door. I'm gonna need how y'all gonna run his business into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And Tomas, you are not gonna be Dupree adjacent acting like this. You already done got your face broke at the party.
Because at this point, even if something did happen to Bill, it's the fact that Tomas thinks that he's automatically, like you said, he thinks he's going to automatically be promoted. If anything, the first person that's going to get the first crack at it is going to be Naomi. And even
Caroline.
That too. And Naomi may end up changing the whole direction of the firm itself.
Yes. and say, you know what, Tomas, the first thing I'm going to do is tell you that your services are no longer needed.
And I wouldn't be mad at it.
He is playing this so wrong. You're not smart, Tomas. And that's another thing. You writers, y'all have made the men on this show very dense.
Stupid and weak.
Because, Tomas, you're not thinking. You are a lawyer. I might want to be best friends with the boss's daughter so that my junior partnership can become a full partnership.
You're supposed to make connections, not enemies.
Right.
It's gotten to the point now where I hate to say this, but I hate to see Tomas coming. I'm starting to really dislike his character.
Mm-hmm. Well, I disliked his character from jump, but
I didn't have a problem with him from jump, but now because of his insecurities, he's like every time you turn around, like, oh, here he come. Every time the door opens, it's Tomas on the other end of this office. Like, what other cases are you working on, sir? Because you always stand around Bill's office. Do you not have a caseload of your own?
Which Bill did mention in the hospital bed. It's like, you have so many other cases to keep you busy. Why are you interfering in a case that doesn't belong to you?
Exactly. Right. And why are you in my daughter's face?
And the fact that you're trying to tell my daughter to consider settling when that isn't a part of our strategy, now you're pissing me off.
Exactly. Anyway, speaking of pissing off, what is going on with now? Chelsea woke up this morning and had a nightmare, but didn't you know yesterday that today was going to be the anniversary?
That's what I said. You knew it was coming up.
The anniversary.
I thought it was earlier, to be quite honest.
But didn't you know beforehand? Your body just all of a sudden woke up in a nightmare. Now, okay, let me preface what I'm going to say by saying this. I am not the person who keeps up with death dates. Mm-hmm. When I lose someone, I very rarely check the date. It has to be something really monumental or me very engaged in for me to remember a date. I can remember Michael Jackson's date because that was big. I remember Patrice's date because we were kind of waiting around in the final moments as it was happening, and I looked at what date it was. So that date is forever there. But my grandparents, other people I've lost, I don't remember the date. I may remember the month, but the actual date, I'm not committed to it. And somebody would have to bring it to my attention, or I have to check a date, a memory or something will come up, or maybe somebody will say something and I'll be like, oh, was that today? I may know right about the time, but as far as that date, I'm not committed to it. So the fact that did your body just all of a sudden wake you up this morning and say, oh, today is the day you got kidnapped, girl?
But Ursula, I mean, that's something really traumatic. That is a date that's the kind of date that should fit with you.
I understand that, but you didn't know that date was coming
yesterday?
Yesterday, while you was chilling at the bar and everything was all fine, and then this morning you woke up traumatized. Like, if I'm considered to a date, I know the date is coming. I'm like, you know what? March 11th is almost here.
But I think she probably did. She just didn't think it was because she had put her blinders up. She had blocked it out. I don't think she thought it was going to hit her as much as it did.
It did.
Maybe, but the fact that it's coming up, and I would have said, you know what? Let me plan my day accordingly. Even if it started with me seeing somebody professionally, or let me get with my friends. Let me be somewhere, whatever, when this date come in, because I really don't know how I'm going to react. So just in case, let me make sure I'm straight. That is kind of how I would have handled something like that. And maybe that's just me, but that's what I would have done. And then everybody saying, oh, I know it's the day. I just didn't want to say nothing. I know that my husband around October, and I think it's the 12th, somewhere in there, I'm still foggy on the date, is when he lost his father. So for the most part, around those times, I try to keep him very busy. like if we're on vacation or we're doing stuff, I try to do things that occupy his mind and space around that time. Now, Madison came back early to be there to wake her up on the day, but I don't know. And then your parents just sending you text messages, hang in there, baby girl.
Yeah. My mom would
I
have been
agree
there.
with Marilyn. I think they about to bring her back.
I think so too.
Yeah. Because we need some more drama, some more crazy. Because right now,
I mean,
Deanna's
we
calming
don't
down.
have
She ain't
enough
talked
with
to Daddy in a
Leslie
while.
and Heather and Haley.
Yeah, Heather, Leslie, yeah.
Well, they
Well,
need to do
Heather,
something because
Leslie might
Chelsea's
be getting ready
storyline
to
is
do
getting very boring. So they needed to introduce something.
Oh, what you mean?
And Deanna hasn't talked to Doug in a minute, so
Yeah, it was
gotta
getting
bring
very
back-
boring. I think she needs something. I'm interested to see how it was. I just think that boom, on this day, I don't know. I think they should have prepared. The family should have rallied around her on this day because obviously Bill knew, Danny obviously knew, Madison obviously knew. They couldn't surround her with a day at the spa, a massage, something.
Well,
as
Danny
well.
did say that when they tried to surround her and when she was rescued, she didn't respond to it well. So I think this may be the family trying to be sympathetic to her not wanting to be bombarded and constantly reminded of the day and let her process it in her own way.
Well, maybe. We'll see where they're gonna go. Did we talk about everything? I think we did.
Mhm.
Everything that matters anyway. We're gonna take this break and then we're gonna be back with things that make you go.
Where's my card? Yep, there it is.
We'll be right back, y'all.
Welcome to Behind the Gates, where the love and the scandal never wait. Behind the gates, yeah, behind the gates. Every heart's a rumor in the flames. Oh, welcome to Behind the Gates.
Things that make you go.
At Fairmont Crest, what's really going on? The rumors, the secrets, the unhands, the questions.
Hey everybody, so we are in the part of the show where we talk about the things this week that made you go, things that you noticed within the shows, within the week episodes this week that you thought were very interesting that you didn't really pay attention to, but it for some reason peeked into your head and you're like, that's something interesting. So we got a couple of things, not too many on tonight, unless my co-hosts have something that they would like to point out. So for me, one of the things that made me go, is, have you noticed that all of the men have to go to the woman's house or place to go and get freaky? To do the grown folk activity? It's always the men that have to go over to the women's house, but except for Shanice, because we know that Ted likes to be pays rent over at the Beaumont. Brother Ted, we need you to go ahead and find a house on Zillow or something and try and get with the.
I mean, it's been over a year already. God dog. I think that plays into the show wanting to piece these women in that position of power we talked about.
Okay, I can see that. And a couple of them I talked throughout the show in terms of there was a couple of things that we talked about that made me go, now I'm blanking, I can remember. But there is one but there is one thing that we did need to address in terms of things that make you go, In light of Chelsea's anniversary on today, and since we have not seen Sister Allison in a while, do y'all remember ever her having an arraignment?
Nope, she ain't pled guilty. No contendere, nothing. No, I plead the fifth. She said, "Now, Keisha, you on mute." Allison ain't said a word. The last thing we know, she was at Jacob's desk and broke into that live stream, and that's the last we saw of Allison.
Sure was, and we ain't seen their side of her since.
Nope.
So
we have an agreement for what's the other one that the blood bank lady,
Leah.
No,
Leah.
Leah didn't get an arraignment either.
And what's his name?
Ren.
Yes, Ren.
But the thing about Allison, how is it y'all saw on next week's preview? They're talking about, did she escape? Escape from where?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all ain't watching her?
It's that easy to escape from jail in DC.
She got a phone, so yeah.
But hey, you can get a phone in jail. You ain't got to always go through that JPay.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody in jail got a phone.
That's what I'm saying. She got the hookup though.
Yeah.
So getting something in and getting your body out is two completely different things.
Well, not if you got the right hookups.
But was there anything? Was there anything that y'all thought Keisha? No, you had.
I think Keisha
had one. And this has been bothering me for a while, and I keep forgetting to ask y'all if this is something that would also make you go, I know we're looking for this here prenup. However, is the marriage even valid, being that she married him under a false name?
Okay.
Well, I guess you have to preface that question by saying, did she, when Randy gave her backstory, was it a legal change, or was it just here's your name and a piece of paper and something I may have made up for you?
Right.
Because I can kind of see Bill trying to do his due diligence and finding
and seeing who
and checking. But then they did also say she had, because Kat looked, she had no digital footprint before she came to Fairmont Crest. They can't find anything on her hair loss. That's a good question. We're gonna have to dig deeper.
Okay. Okay, what you got, Angela?
What actually goes into the black magic? Because
that was the other thing. What's the recipe? Because baby, that black magic. I was like, let me go ahead and get a glass of that.
I want to know what goes into black magic.
Lord have mercy. Are we ready for church announcements?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, great. Hold on. Well, okay.
Stay tuned, don't miss a thing. Let's hear what this week will bring. CME, we're glad you're here. Now let's get started, loud and clear. CME, we're glad you're here. Come on in and lean in near. CME, we're glad you're here. CME, we're glad you're here. Stay tuned, don't miss a thing. Let this week bring everything. Good evening, CME.
Good evening, Saints and Ain'ts. We have our announcements for this week. And I want everybody to say SAS. Repeat after me. SAS.
SAS.
SAS. We have and you can look at it another way too if you rechange the words. But SAS is a new seminar given by Brother Vernon and Anita, and it's called Spicy After 70. So that is going to be Sunday after church, because they're going to show you that there's no time and place like the present. So Sunday after church, soon as the pastor say amen, the seminar is happening in the fellowship hall. You can get you a plate and sit down and listen to Vernon and Anita talk about how to keep it spicy after 7. That's SAS, not ASS. All right. That's all my announcements for this week.
Well, that comes as that second acronym is going to come for the part 2 of the seminar that happens 2 weeks from then. For anyone who enjoys the seminar and wants to come back for the workshop, Sister Anita and Senator Vernon will be hosting sexual healing. And that workshop is going to be for couples to connect intimately and form greater connection for our senior ministry. Following that seminar, though, Senator Vernon will be promoting his newest venture, Blue Magic, that will be available for purchase. Whether your problem is ED, performance, stamina, improving and enhancing the blood flow, it is available and will be available to the gentlemen in the church for an introductory offer of just $69.69.
Oh God. Okay. Oh my goodness.
And this is why I love
Blue Magic. Went from black magic to blue magic. Okay.
$69.69.
This is why I love her. Oh my God.
Okay.
You should
Donald,
have
look, Donald,
do we have any more church announcements? Saints and eights.
I did, but I can't top that, so we might as well cut it out. Let's go.
Now I want to hear your church announcement. You're gonna leave it alone. Well, save your church announcement for next week. All right.
I'm gonna save my church announcement maybe for later.
All right. So with that, let's go to character theme song.
Who made a scene? Who spilled the tea? Who had everybody talking all week long? Who chose chaos? Who brought the drama? Whose actions earned their very own song? It's character theme songs, and somebody's getting a soundtrack today.
All right, and with our songs this week, we took an Aaliyah theme. So all of the songs will be a song by our lovely, dear departed Aaliyah. All right, Keisha, go.
All right, let's see.
Keisha, you're up first.
Okay. So song number 1 is going to my girl Danny. She has I Care For You.
Oh, yes.
Next is going to be Deanna, who we have given 4-page letter.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It's all in my head.
Yeah.
My final song assignment this evening will go to our brother Marcel, because he stepped up and he put it all on the line and he was ready to rock the boat.
All right.
Fun fact about Rock the Boat. Don't it make you want to windy waist whenever you hear that?
Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
Windy waist.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So we have our good sister Heather. We have her for Come Over.
Mm-hmm. To come over.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And we have Nicole and Kyle, and they're paired this week for Hot Like Fire.
Yes, they were.
And the last submission that I have is another duo, Bill and Haley. We need a resolution.
We sure as hell do.
Because are we killing them off or not?
Right.
And that's all I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm looking through my note here because I thought I had something in there. But okay, so for Andre, I have I Don't Wanna.
Okay.
And Haley, try again. And she keeps trying and trying. She just, keeps going. Leslie, the one I give my heart to.
That song is a banger.
So that's the ones I have right there. I thought I had one for Tomas with his trifling
I
self.
thought we did
But,
have one
yeah.
for Tomas. I can't remember what it was.
I thought we did. That's why I was looking back through my
It was
stuff.
something about it was
one I never heard of.
He didn't, or something like that. It was something like that.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
And
Anita
and Vernon
in 2001.
Yeah, Anita and Vernon, age ain't nothing but a number.
Show ain't.
Going down ain't nothing but a thing. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the visual. And I will stab you for that.
Eva and Isaiah, 1 in a million.
It was you got Tomas was you got nerve.
Yeah, you got nerve. Yeah.
Okay. So y'all, we're gonna do a couple of more housekeeping things, but this is that point in the show where y'all go ahead and y'all put in your nominations and explanations for who should get kicked out this week. So this is that point. Y'all go ahead and vote. Put in the comments who should be kicked out of this week and why. And with that, we're gonna go to tea time right quick because I have something that one of our gatekeepers would like to discuss.
Pour a cup and take a seat. The gossip's hot and the tea is sweet. Rumors, reactions, theories too. We've got all the latest news for you. It's tea time behind the gates.
I just want to shout out Ivy Queen Productions because these songs are just, I love them. I love them.
Thank you very much. Our gatekeeper, Sister Marvella Ivory, she put a post up that I thought it was worth us talking about tonight. And she has this whole thing about the justice lens. Marvella, if you're on here watching, you can chime in. But she says accountability must have a consistent standard. Now, she says, the Nicole and Ted's marriage was built on lies. Narrative deserves a much more critical examination. Justice requires us to distinguish between a past wrong, sustained deception, accountability, and demonstrated change. Those things are not interchangeable. So what she says, Ted, he had his affair 20 years ago. That betrayal matters, and Nicole has every right to wrestle with it and what it means for their marriage. Versus Danny, her betrayal was less than 5 months ago. Yet look at how differently Danny is being discussed. Ooh. If Ted ended the behavior and spent the following 2 decades demonstrating fidelity and consistency, is justice served by permanently defining him by the worst decision he made 20 years ago? Danny cheated on her husband less than 5 months ago, and much of the conversation seems less concerned about her deception than about whether she might lose a good man like Andre. Ted, because apparently when it comes to Ted, once a cheater, always a cheater, has become a life sentence with no possibility of rehabilitation, growth, or changed behavior. Whereas Danny, instead of centering around accountability, people are clutching their pearls over the possibility that the consequences might finally reach her. Same action, different timeline, very different judgment. That's not justice, that's bias. What do y'all think of that?
I think she's 100% correct.
I agree.
One of the things where by the time we realized that Ted had, well, granted it's the beginning of the series, that Ted had cheated, it was 20 years after the fact. And Ted had, even though he didn't tell Nicole about his affair, he did everything he could to try and make up for it in the best way he could. So, and Nicole can never say that he wasn't a horrible father or wasn't a terrible husband aside from that fact. So it's one of the things where he did what he needed to do, in terms of that, in terms of trying to redeem himself, at least for him, knowing what he did. Right. Danny, it goes into the, I guess you can, what we've touched on in this episode, that the writers are making the men weak and without a voice in a sense, that it's becoming more women empowered in a way, where women are the ones that's making the decisions and keeping everything basically afloat, while the men are just sitting back and letting them do it. And it's coming off as bias. I agree with Marvella.
And I have to admit, and I did not put the comparison between Ted and Danny, but between Danny and Andre. And I was saying, well, I'm willing to forgive what Danny did because what she did not endanger Andre's life, versus what Andre is doing is endangering Danny's life and well-being. However, I can't say it's the same sin, because right now Andre hadn't slept with Heather. But when he does cross that line, is it still going to be the same sin or not? Because we know that Andre is going to have, quote unquote, a reason as to why he did it, to save her life, versus Danny was just caught up in the moment. And she never let Bill go anyway.
So something you just said struck me. You said Andre will have a reason. Technically, he don't have a reason, because he has, I said,
quote unquote,
right, because he does have an option. He could just tell the truth.
He definitely should tell the truth, but he has not. But in terms of Ted, I mean, I forgave Ted when it happened, when it came out. I still haven't held that cheater or that scarlet letter on Ted, because the letter I hung on Ted was S for stupid. I gave him a stupid K, because what he could have done is told it when she first came to town, when she became a problem, and we never would have got to the public embarrassment of an anniversary party.
Right.
Even if they would have split, they would have split in private, and there might have been a chance for reconciliation. But I think because it was a public event, that is the thing Nicole could never get past. It was a public Dupree embarrassment. Her pride hung up on that day. That's why they couldn't get back together. But had Ted taken that super S off his chest and that cape off for stupid, and went and told Nicole, listen, we got a problem. She done showed up here. She done extorted me for money. She can't listen. She's a problem, and me and you need to fight this together. You can be mad at me later, but right now we need to be a united front and come back crazy together, which is exactly what Andre needs to do. That's why I said the richest in men, they keep taking L's in this department. They don't trust their partners. And I think at the end of the day, if they trusted their partners more, they might catch better results instead of expecting them just to be normal Duprees. I mean, and they may prove them wrong, but you can't say I didn't try. But that's why I fought Ted. I don't give him, oh, you a cheater, always a cheater. I haven't read that online, and maybe some people who are still saying that. I haven't seen that. But I do think Ted is incredibly stupid. I still give him that, because he's still doing stuff that just drive me crazy. But that's the tea time for today. And with that being said, let's go and have some trivia, shall we? I think we shall. Let's have some trivia.
Excuse me.
What last name was Heather using? Wallach, Wallace, Wahlberg, or Wallbanger? What is the name of Leslie's favorite drink? Blue Magic, Misty Blue, Black Magic, or Midnight Black? What name did Chelsea Cat want to give the new bag? Anita, Danny, Nikki, or Nora?
All right. Um, and while Angela is tallying up who won what, let's start with our nominations. Donald, who you got?
I have Tomas and Andre.
Okay.
I
Why?
have Tomas for just the way that he intervened in the whole meeting with Naomi and Mike, and how he's basically just pushing so far against Naomi and working under her potentially, or just being in the office in general. It's getting to the point to where now your job is about to be in jeopardy because Bill's about to lie into you, which I'll say for final thoughts. But yeah, that's my reason. And for Andre, tell your wife at this point your marriage ain't gonna end if you tell her what's going on. Just tell her, because as of right now, you being stupid.
Right.
Yeah, I
So,
agree. Keisha.
so yeah, those are my nominations.
Mine were Andre and Kat.
Okay.
Andre, same reason. Tell the girl, man. Just tell her. Just prevent it from going down the way it's about to go down because you acting like your uncle. Open your mouth and have a conversation with your wife. Trust me, she knows she got her own dirt. She gonna forgive you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kat, because the way you just dismissed your man and entertained somebody else's was deplorable.
Mm.
If you don't
Diabolical.
want to be with him, don't be with him, but don't do that. That's so tacky.
Right. Angela.
I put Tomas. Hold on, let me write this down. I put Tomas because he's just digging himself deeper and deeper. He's trying to achieve something and he's just going about it totally the wrong way. I mean, if this was a court, I mean, you're losing because you're not trying to get the people on your side, and that's the whole point of being a lawyer, and you're totally messing that up. So he's
Okay.
just digging himself a hole, and I have a feeling he is going to get himself fired or something. But yeah, Tomas.
Okay. I have a list.
Okay.
Ted, because even though your sin was 20 years ago, I still think you could have handled that situation with Nicole a little bit better, and not turn to the female bartender at the bar, and knowing you married, bust out with the "I love you" somewhere else, and you didn't have no intention of leaving Nicole. You should, if you was that upset, you could have left Nicole or separated and then went with her. But you did that, and then the moment that she got pregnant, then you turn around and did a 180 on Leslie, and she should have took you out then. To be honest, with everything that you did after her, she should have had her venge then, and she would have been justified in my book had she done it then. So it's Ted. Andre, again, you've had so many opportunities, man. She throw you an opportunity every other day. Every other conversation is an open door for you to come clean, and you just don't walk through it. You're sitting there, your eyes getting wider and wider, your shoulders getting tighter and tighter, but you won't tell it. And Heather is not the kind of woman that you can ignore. You know that. Just like Fatal Attraction. What did she say? I will not be ignored, Dan. And you think Heather is going to fall into that trap. It's not. Danny, you're on the block because Andre is trying to tell you and warn you in his own way about Heather, and you pushing back. Oh, she's not nothing like Joey. Oh, I don't get that from her. I still want to hang out with her. He's saying, hey, wait a minute. Slow your roll. Oh, no, I think she's going to be good. As a matter of fact, we got an appointment together tomorrow. Listen to your husband sometime. Don't be so strong-willed, Danny, in that Dupree way that you know everything. Listen to your husband. He's your husband, not your boy toy. Listen to him.
Okay.
And my final one, this is going to be a citation. Randy, you suck at your job.
I agree. I forgot that one. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Randy,
he does.
you are an awful
That is a good one.
person to surveil somebody. You don't get any results. Did you still ever bring Joey his money that you went out for last week?
Please
You
don't
didn't
make
still
me
ain't showed
You
up.
know, spend that money.
Did you bring Joe with his money that you lied and said that's what you was gonna do? Haley is gonna be the downfall of you, Randy, because you don't know how to separate work from work. Right now, Haley's business is a hobby.
Haley's business is a hot mess.
But you talk about I still told you to go to St. Bart's. How that look right now? He come fresh out the hospital and she trying to
You going
convince
to
him to
St.
go to
Bart's.
St. Bart's.
That's
Just because that's the
not
plan you
gonna
came
happen.
up. You can't find another sketchy person that can pull his body in the back alley somewhere when he died. I mean, you got to think on
Oh
your feet,
gosh,
Randy.
not the back alley.
You stuck on one plan. You are a one-hit wonder, and I'm gonna need you to learn how to roll with the punches. If you're gonna be in this kind of business, you got to adapt because nothing goes the way it's supposed to be planned. You're supposed to have A, B, C, D, and E. If you're trying to unalive somebody, you got to say, if it don't happen this way, we're gonna do it that way. And if it don't happen that way, we're gonna do it that way. You cannot be stuck on plan A.
No.
And Haley done told you, get off of plan A. We're not there now. We got
Gotta
to deal
be
with what we
liquid.
dealt.
Gotta be liquid,
And
girl.
he's still there. Nah. So Randy, yeah. I don't know if you fully on the block. Keisha might put you all the way on the block, but you at least get a citation because you are horrible at your job. Just terrible. Just terrible. And do you need more time, Keisha, or do you know who going?
I think I'm ready.
All right. Well, the person leaving Fairmont Crest tonight is, well, if it will play.
Andre, you got saved by the skin of your teeth, boy, because Tomas, it's time to go.
Well,
Yeah.
Tomas, go back to Puerto Rico. Do something.
Yep.
Go back to the island. Reset your mind. You were supposed to relax. You came back hot. You came back and became a wart on the ass of society when you came back.
As my cousin Noki would say in this moment, go back to your family that you hiding from us back in Puerto Rico.
Yes, go back to Puerto Rico. Help them get some water on the island. Go help them restore the power.
Put some coconut water. You need to start over.
Go back and do some humanitarian work on the island and then restart and come back because Tomas, you just a hot mess right now. And your woman don't want you no way. And you staying in her condo and you still can't get none. You just need to start all over. You need to do something to mix it up, Tomas, because I'm starting to not like you. So I need you to do something else. All right. And who we praying for? Danny. I'm praying for Danny because you in danger, girl. He knows, heaven knows how much Andre loves you. And because of that, you in danger. And Andre, I'm praying for you that you have strong will against the cougar from across the pond.
My God.
I'm
gonna throw Sister Chelsea into the mix as we pray for your navigation through the trauma. You've made great progress, but of course we have our days where we digress. We hope that you go back to the progress you were making before.
Yes. I agree with that.
I'm gonna pray for Brother Bill that his eyes may be open to the treachery of his wife.
Yes.
Did this storyline move forward?
Yes. He gonna see next week, but I want to know next week, is he going to bust in and stop it and let her explain it away? Or is he just gonna watch and keep watching?
Because he needs to watch.
Everybody on this soap always play their hand too early. They do not know how to play poker. They play their hand way too early on this show. Oh shit! Excuse me. Oops! I tell you, my computer is going crazy, mind of its own. All right, Angela, go ahead and tell everybody who's the performer.
Yeah, I wonder.
I know. I wonder who it is. Mr. Sean Freeman, Mr. Andre himself.
Oh gosh. Anyway, listen, Sean.
That's a beautiful picture.
Andre.
Love you.
I see why. I see why you got the girls going crazy. I do, Andre, Mr.
That
International
ice, ice,
Robo.
baby.
He worked hard to get them waves in that hair.
Mhm. And unlike somebody else who has waves, you don't see the line down the middle of his head from the wave cap.
Girl,
So you
stop.
did good. You did, you
Oh
did
my
good.
gosh. No, she didn't. She did. Yes, she did.
Uh Keisha, if you went away to mute yourself, you didn't
You're
mute
going to
yourself.
hell.
Nah, I rebuke that. You take that back. The Lord loves me. I will go
That
no.
was so ugly.
It was not ugly. It was the truth. The truth shall set you free. That's what they say anyway. Congratulations again. Y'all go ahead and give it up for Mr. Sean Freeman as our performer of the week. He did that, but next week I need you. Well, next week I need you to get it together.
I need you to talk to your wife.
I need you to talk to your wife, but yeah, good for you. All right. Trivia answers. Angela, you know who got what? All right, so let's play the answers, and then we can go ahead and see who gets the entry for tonight into our giveaway basket this time. If I can get this off. Lord have mercy. It has been a challenge tonight. Okay.
Just shake it one good time. Slap it.
What last name was Heather using? Wallach, Wallace, Wahlberg, or Wallbanger? Answer: Wallach. What is the name of Leslie's favorite drink? Blue Magic, Misty Blue, Black Magic, or Midnight Black? Answer: Black Magic. What name did Chelsea Cat want to give the new bag? Anita, Danny, Nikki, or Nora? Answer: Nikki.
We're still there.
Girl,
Giving us a look at.
guess you could say she was a sex fiend.
Okay, let's get the answers, and then I wanna say something about that. Who's the winner, Angela?
Curtis got 2 of them, and Marvella got the first one because Wallach, WLLACH, Miss Wallach.
Okay, so it's Marvella and Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Congratulations, y'all get an entry into this basket. It's gonna be either a Marvella or a Curtis basket this year.
Yeah.
Just like it was Allie last year.
I miss my girl.
I miss Allie too.
Yeah.
Allie, if you're watching, we need you back in Fairmont Crest. Nicole don't have a middle name. They could have named this bag yet, but you gotta go to Nikki.
I said that too. What is her middle name? Go
That's
with
what I'm
that
saying.
one.
You couldn't pay tribute to her
Allie
in
said
any
it was
other way.
Mercedes.
Well, she did.
Allie
Nicole
said it was Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Allie gave her Mercedes.
That's a nice bag. You could have named it the Mercedes or whatever the name is. You could have named it that. You had to go there with Nikki, of all things.
Nikki? I'm like, could have came up with something.
And you could have spelled. I mean, so what does another Nicole bag? Put 2 L's in it. Do something that spells it different from what other people. Listen, when I worked at White House Black Market, there was shoes that came in, and they always name the shoes out of with somebody. And one day, a shoe came up called Jackie. I said, okay, I like it. The next shoe came was Tito. The next shoe came Jermaine. The next shoe came Marlon. The next one came Janet. So of course, we got to be waiting on a Michael shoe. Absolutely. The Michael shoe didn't come, but Thriller shoe came.
The Thriller shoe?
It was Thriller. And of course I bought the whole line, of course.
Of course.
All the shoes. I had to. I mean, you have to. But they couldn't find, what I'm saying is there's a way around it. But calling the bag the Nikki, I thought exactly as Keisha did. I started singing Darling Nikki. That's what that made me think about. When you say
that's the way Anita said, y'all
one of the
gonna
bags
get
you keep in the trunk of your car.
Right, that's the Nikki, the spinning night bag. The Nikki is the spinning night bag.
That's the first thing I thought is it's a spinning night bag.
It does sound like a spend the night kind of bag. It's not a classy bag, no.
No, it's a spinning night bag.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They got a couple NYCOLE, Nicole.
It could have been the Dr. Nicole bag.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Nikki. Yeah, that's a really, Dr. Nikki is a really after night bag.
Let's leave Nikki off altogether.
That's definitely a spinning night bag energy. If you'd have said that Nikki was the duffel bag, I'd be like, yes. But not no work bag, no computer bag or whatever.
Even if it ain't even have to be a duffel, could have been a tote. It's still a spinning night bag.
Still, yeah, the name Nikki, it's a spending night bag.
Oh, and that's the name. Look, that's the name of Noah. His name is Nick Hagelin.
Oh, okay.
Did anybody find out the ingredients, as you were talking earlier, of the black magic?
Oh,
did anybody Google and find out what that drink actually was? Angela, look at it. Tell us what the ingredients of the black magic are while Curtis. Donald gives us his final thoughts.
I really want the show to really give us a core scene when it comes to Madison's case. I want them to be able to have my deal is like have a whole Law and Order scene where you get to see the legal side of everything and get to see Naomi and Bill in action, because we have yet to see them in action.
Right.
Other than just stating their cases to each other. I want to see them actually in the courtroom in front of a judge.
Right.
So
doing their black job.
Mm-hmm. And with Haley and Bill, of course, we're getting to the home stretch of this. Just let us just go ahead and do it. Writers, and like we talked about today, please work on, I'm not sure if it's this cycle of writers or not, but change up the narrative for the men, please. Because it's like, men, we're down 10 points. Fight back, please. Fight back. That's my final thoughts. Just try to work on
some more men so that we can stop recycling the same ones.
Yes.
I'll even say bring in some more women, because hey,
just bring in some more. Period.
Because I still want the Hawthorns to be fleshed out. I want to see Luke. I want to see the official backstory, other than what happened at Jacob and Naomi's wedding. I want to see the backstory in terms of the dynamic of the Hawthorns.
I found it, Angela. You still looking?
I found one too. Which one did you find?
It's Halloween themed. It's black vodka, cream de cassis, fresh lime juice, simple syrup, black sugar.
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't like that one.
I don't think that's it, because the one she had didn't look like it had no cream or nothing. It was a blue
cream de cassis. It's a black currant liquor. It's
okay, black vodka. This one sounds better. Here's the pic.
They said either that or a pomegranate juice.
Hold on.
We can't see anything.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Let me see.
You're not gonna be able to see your background.
That looks more like what it could have been. Put it in the group. Read
Yeah.
it though.
It's black vodka, pomegranate juice, orange juice, Lustrado's cherry syrup, edible white pearl dust, and a 151 proof alcohol, cinnamon for garnish.
That doesn't sound terrible.
It doesn't sound terrible.
Besides the vodka, I don't drink that.
I have never seen a black vodka. I really haven't.
Yeah, I think they're the same one, Angela, because mine is, it said cream de cassis or pomegranate juice. So they sound like they're similar. So that must be.
Yeah, because I turned the page. I saw yours when I looked it up, and I went to a different
I would
page,
like to see that made.
You come all the way down and go taste made.
I would like to see that made with a Chambord or something, which is that berry kind of, not rum, but it's a liqueur, that Chambord berry kind. I think that would be a good mix with that pomegranate. Sounds like that might be good. Even a little pineapple up in there. Or maybe a
black vodka. Oh, there's the Absolute makes a black vodka.
Oh, no, I don't do Absolute. No.
I learned that when you drink Absolute straight, it burns.
I'll be sick. I'll be throwing up. No, I don't do that.
So what brands? So what brands do you? So there's liquor, there's liqueur, then there's liquor.
Yeah, that Absolute is a liquor. That's Absolute liquor.
Yeah, that's liquor.
I am more of a liqueur girl. When I do drink, which is not often, I'm more of a fruity mix kind of girl. So I'm either really fruity with a nice, not pomegranate, but what's the other red thing?
Currant?
No, it's what you make a Shirley Temple out of, the red thing.
Cherry?
No.
The martinis?
No, it's a red thing that you make a Shirley Temple with. I'll remember in a minute. But I'm more of something like that, more of an amaretto sour, more like maybe a screwdriver if I want to get, or definitely a mimosa. But I'm more into the heavy liquor like a Bailey's or a I do like chocolate martinis, but not very strong.
I like her liquor that tastes like liquor.
Yeah,
no, I don't want to taste it at all. I want to have a nice fruity little.
That's dangerous.
Like a Cosmo or something.
That's very dangerous.
So
that's
it. Saw that at her bridal shower.
One of the brands, yes, sir. That was the funniest thing ever in my
so
entire life.
That was hilarious.
One of the brands that makes a black vodka, y'all gonna love this. It's After Dark. I can say it right.
Yeah.
It's called Fuck Off Black Vodka.
Oh.
I just want it.
Well, I showed y'all the rum I brought from the Bahamas.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna go find me a black vodka. I'm a tequila girl,
yeah,
but I don't do Patron.
See, this is the thing with me. Dark liquor makes me confident and cocky. Clear makes me want to do some grown folk activity.
I mean, all of it make me want to do grown folk activities.
And to me, none of it does because it all puts me to sleep. So
I'm so sorry for you.
Anything, I can drink a wine cooler and 30 minutes later I'm asleep.
Yeah,
so if I want to have extracurricular activities, no alcohol for me. None. Zero.
Well, y'all know what do it for me better than alcohol. We learned that in Las Vegas.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you heard what Curtis said?
What did Curtis say?
He wants to give his ticket to Raphael because he stole the show.
Yeah, I saw that. So I said, thank you. Especially when you take 20 of them, Keisha. That's what happened.
I didn't take 20. I had 4 of them because I thought it wasn't working. So I kept taking it.
Give it 30 minutes.
I didn't know. I had never consumed that before.
It was a whole mess, Donald. A whole
I can imagine.
A whole mess.
Listen,
a whole mess.
Listen.
I was get you some of these, girl.
So I make a declaration that when we finally meet and be able to do a whole live podcast in person next to each other, we're gonna have to do it over mimosas.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
We do that.
I can survive a mimosa.
Yeah, we gonna have to plan maybe for next summer in Vegas.
Well, not next summer. Depending upon next summer, because next summer is Sigma's conclave year.
Oh, Sigma's having Blue and White weekend here in Vegas this year. You know that next month, October.
I can't because October is my performance month for the choir, so I'm booked.
Well, now you definitely don't want to compromise the choir and Blue and White weekend, but they're gonna be here in Vegas. Just for you Sigmas and Zetas out here, Blue and White weekend is in Vegas.
All right, I'll have to keep that in
What
mind.
excuse can I come up with to have to come to Vegas?
But our conclave year is going to be in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Since last year we were in Tampa.
We have to definitely plan a gatekeeper retreat, but we have to do it when we have enough interest, because I want to do it where we have more of our gatekeepers come to one place so we can, do the podcast live. We can do stuff. Maybe we can get a cast member or two. Yes. Or maybe we do it in Atlanta where we take a studio tour or something. Like we have to flush that out.
Dang it, that's what I meant to do, was go live at some point tonight, because Carla and Keith were performing tonight at City Winery.
Yeah, at City Winery. Yeah.
And it was streaming live.
Yeah. But we have to flush that out if we have enough interest of people who want to travel. Yeah.
I feel like they do City Winery a lot.
They do City Winery a lot. It might be worth it to just say we do something in Atlanta. We'll see. I just have to travel, come across. But either way, we need to do something. We'll figure that out. Angela, did you ever have your final thought?
No.
Okay. I think I pretty much said
I'm trying to get the right recipe. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay. Curtis says, I want to hear the stories about you three. Y'all was a mess. What's a quick final thought story we can give?
I mean, I'll tell the story about the Vegas thing.
And well, if you want to, it was legal. You can.
Well, I will tell an brief. Hold on, is my mama?
Wait, hold on. My mama.
She was on here earlier.
Oh, okay.
I will give a very abbreviated story about that.
Okay.
The three of us were in Vegas. We were visiting Ursula and Poppy, and we were all supposed to meet up for dinner, an early dinner. And we were back in our room, and I had visited. Had I gone to Planet 14, or was it? It might have been somebody on the street. I don't remember.
It was a guy on the street that y'all met.
I think it was the guy on the street.
Down the street.
Had some edible candy.
Angela. And we were celebrating Angela's birthday. Angela's birthday is December 26th. So we did it during the summer at the 6-month part, because we can never get together for her birthday because it's always Christmas.
Right.
So we got together to celebrate her birthday in July. Okay, now.
So I had purchased some edible candies. And I ate an edible candy. I was like, oh, well, they talk about this like it do something. I don't feel nothing. So I ate one more. Still ain't feel nothing. So I ate one more. And I still ain't feel nothing. And then I ate one more. So after a while, Walter on the phone with his mama.
Lord have mercy.
And then I felt something. And at the time we were waiting because Ursula and Poppy were about to pull up at any moment to pick us up. So he had to get off the phone with his mother because he got interrupted. And
grown folk intervention.
I don't really remember everything that happened, but let's just say that the whoever was looking in the window saw a whole lot of going on. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up and it was about an hour or two later, and I had about 2,000 missed calls because Ursula and Poppy had come to pick us up, and we may or may not have fallen asleep. And then we came outside, and I said, Ursula, whatever you do, don't let me take off my clothes or do nothing crazy.
I instantly became a chaperone to watch her goings on. But then she also said, girl, get you some of these and take this many and make sure you do something. I said, I will not. I absolutely will not. Tell my oh girl, yeah, get you some of this, but make sure I don't. Yeah, so
She was a mess. She was so. Oh my gosh, she was so funny. She was the part of the entertainment for that night.
Best SAS ever.
Now I will say this without saying too much, and Angela knows a little bit of some of this story. I do not engage in those kind of things, gummies, weed, any of that, because the times that I have engaged in such, I always ended up naked, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'm always afraid that I'm going to be butt naked running down the street or somewhere with that, because the 2 times I had engaged, I had ended up butt naked.
You was gonna be
in the room.
Everybody's doing it.
And the room was not empty, and I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Oh goodness, poor thing.
I'll
I'll
say for me, my story in terms of like my first edible was similar to Keisha's. It was me, Jared, and Noki. We were in Atlanta. Oh shoot!
Jared said, "Wait a minute, what you said? What you talking about?" He said, "Wait a minute."
You used my charger.
I'm good.
Nokia's computer died.
Okay, well, either way it goes, you popped in like a thief in the night, sir. Because you was really about to get this work.
So to give y'all, you weren't the only one that got scared. It looked like
because you just popped up. I'm like,
he said it was me, Jared, and Noki. Then you said, huh?
And
since they shared theirs, I felt compelled. So me, Jared, and Noki were hanging out with Jared's sister in Atlanta, and Jared's sister had a connect, and she got some Airhead gummies. Okay. So me and Noki never had gummies before, so we're like, okay, go ahead, because we've heard. And it was like, you know what, YOLO, you only live once, might as well go ahead. So me and Noki take it. We didn't feel anything. So then we waited for about 30 minutes, 45, didn't feel anything. So we're like dummies, like, go ahead, okay, go ahead and pop another one. So then we go out to the club, and everyone is taking one, mind you. And we get to the club, and I am the first one to feel a hit. Because we're in the club, and everything is going around, and I feel it coming on, and I'm literally right now, it's like, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. And I'm gone. I am gone.
I feel it. It's coming there. I feel it.
And so I end up, so Noki and Jared basically tapped me. It's like, hey, yo, you may want to go out to the car because you literally out of it. I managed to make my way out to the car, and the person that I was talking to at that time, they also were feeling it, and they come out of the club trying to find me, but they could not find me. And so they were freaking out until they eventually found Jared's car, and we are in there just trying to keep calm because we are feeling the effects of it. So then after that, Noki ends up coming into the car because she starts to feel it. And Jared is the only one sober at this point. Jared's sister is gone in the club. She's just living her best life. And so Jared is like, okay, I got to take everyone home. The second that Jared starts up the car, the effects start hitting him. So we in the car, did you?
Y'all in trouble.
So Jared is low-key freaking out. It's like, okay, I can't. I'm starting to feel the effects, and I don't feel comfortable because Atlanta highways are hilly and going up and down. And he's like, oh yeah, I feel it. So we end up parking in like either a Quick Trip or an On-Q. We park at a gas station. We just go to sleep. It was an Exxon. It was an Exxon gas station. So.
Sure, y'all went to sleep.
So we went to sleep, trying to sleep it off, and eventually we make it back to the Airbnb. And
tell the story right.
What? You know what?
You should have went to Waffle House.
So we eventually make it back to the Airbnb. So, needless to say, I had the munchies for like a week after that.
Y'all should have went to a Waffle House instead of home.
Well, we were so
There was no Waffle House.
there was.
Oh.
So we were just worried about getting back to the house safely. That was the primary thing in our head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's ours.
I will probably never ever try. I'm scared, so I'm just.
If
No,
you're
I'm good.
if you're in the comfort of like if it was just you and Poppy, I think you'd be fine because.
Okay, but he would have to lock the doors and make it where I literally can't get out because I do feel like I would literally open the door and run down in the.
So you'd be like Will Ferrell. Everybody's doing it,
right? And running out, I feel like I would be in public somewhere streaking, running. So he would have to literally make it where there's no exit for me if I was going to do it because I don't know what it is. It's just something about. I don't know what it is.
Oops, there goes
Just
my.
all your inhibitions is gone.
You know how on Friday when he said he was butt naked running down the street and then end up in the chicken coop. What's his name? Chris Tucker's character, whatever his name is, Smokey. That's me. I run down the street in my drawers. I feel that I can't. Anyway, y'all, we done shared way too much of our business tonight.
Sure enough.
But it's been fun.
Curtis is my birthday partner. Curtis's birthday is after mine.
I thought it said,
no, he said 12/27.
Okay, he originally had 17. That was that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He changed it to 27.
Okay, so yay, all right.
Yeah, you know how it is, Curtis. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, come on, Capricorns. January 4th over here. Capricorn Nation over here.
Oh. All right, y'all. It's getting tired. It's getting late. It's way late.
Oh, I don't know why. So I put the Black Magic cocktail. It didn't want to post. I don't know why, but I put it on the Facebook page. But when I typed in
here,
we
can go and watch it.
Yeah,
we can go in the group, and if anybody cares, the Black Magic recipe is there for y'all's drinking. I gotta find the grenadine. That's the red stuff I was thinking.
Oh, grenadine, yeah.
I have to find an alcohol substitute for the vodka because that's not going to work. But I will make a mocktail. So you put that in there, and then I'll come up with the Black Magic mocktail for those of us who do not drink.
But the black vodka might be smoother.
It's vodka, period. I want to be able to enjoy the cocktail, not be asleep before I get it down. It literally happens like that. And then
what about that new? They do have that. Wait, Ursula, they do have that new vodka that's supposed to be not vodka, or the new alcohol. Because me and Terrence keep seeing the commercial, and it's like, what is the point? But yeah.
But yeah, there are non-alcoholic mixers, and that's what me and Rafael have been trying to get it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, it's like alcohol, but it's a non-alcoholic alcohol. I know what you're saying because we saw a couple of them. We want to incorporate some things. So, like I said, I will come up with a mocktail version for those of us who do not drink. We can drink the mocktail.
Oh, for those of you that are in Savannah, Morris Chestnut and Tay Diggs are going to be here tomorrow. They are going to be promoting their, is it vodka? I think it's whiskey. In Pooler, Georgia. I'm trying to decide if I'm leaving or going because that line is going to be ridiculous. So,
of course, especially to see Morris.
And it's going to be hot. It's just, I'm like, it's too hot, Morris. I like you, but that's hot. And Tay, but yeah.
We'll see. My birthday is January 8th. Oh, okay. She's January 8th.
Okay, January 8th.
January 6th. January 6th. Oh, January 6th. That day is forever in my mind. Not for the good reason. We'll have to fix it. That's also King's Day. 3 Kings Day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. January 6th. We'll figure it out. Maybe next summer. Maybe we'll do August in the Vineyard next year as gatekeepers. Wouldn't that be nice? Everybody go to Martha's Vineyard and share a house together or something. Anyway, all right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. It's been great.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Y'all. We'll see y'all next week. All right.
Good night.
Everybody knows.